options of what to do.
Understood.
Yeah, we should be live now. We were setting up, so...
Why did my distance thing do that? Anyways. Yep, that seemed to fix my problem. Alright. I will get them integrated then, and ready if you and NPCs are ready.
Yeah, have them just walk straight down the road. You can narrate what they see on their way in.
I want to see the whole Rebel Guard do the Satsuki kick.
I have another one that I'm going to use right here, just because it is quite.
I would do it if I'm not worried about just stomping on the ground.
I hope it goes well too. Oh god, I'm basically letting them have full decision as how this mission goes. This can either go diplomatically and easy, it could go stealth and be like moderately difficult, or they could just go in swords ablazing and this is going to be very, very, very hard for them. So,
and this is where you have appeared. From what information you would have gotten from the missive that Kai sent you when you all were chosen for this, you need simply walk down the path and you will eventually get to the outpost. You all know your goal. Retrieve Triss back through any means. Hopefully diplomatic and peaceful. Perhaps subterfuge if all else fails. If that begins going under. But as a last resort, combat. But hopefully it will not come to that. But as you all are teleported and you enter this place, you can already tell, similarly as to described, it feels less magical than Aether and Redwall. Like the mana in the air is like a bit thinner than it usually is, and other things like that for a more magically inclined. But besides that, see the path before you. It's rather foggy and desolate. And you have your mission. Time for you to fulfill it. Cards up in 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Evie's going to be sticking with you now, to give Lawrence until she has to be Triss.
Aye. Keep your weapons sheathed. Keep your shields away. We are coming here in peace. So.
In case things are getting a little bit hot-headed, I can always try to sneak in, try to find Triss and secretly escape. But you
it might be best to
give me a signal, and also, buy me time.
It might be better in just general if maybe you were sneaky from the beginning, mainly because,
Well, hold on, everybody. Let's walk in.
What if I tell you?
Let's move and plan, because time is of the essence.
What if I tell you that I'm actually going to go right under the nose without them noticing me?
oh god, Flesher, what are you doing?
How about this?
So let's make a plan A and a plan B.
Plan B.
That is the plan B.
I will have.
C is optional.
Well, given the fact that I do have a couple of you that are going to be accompanying me within the room, which is going to be Vivian and Anna, I would like Aurarian to discuss among you about the possibility of Plan B if things do go south. Because I do trust Aurarian's planning. After all, he is in charge of his own order of knights. But yeah, as of right now, when I'm in the room, accompanying me will be Anna and Vivian. You two will come with me, we'll be discussing things, and hopefully things will go in our favor, but if things don't go right, I will have Aurarian talking amongst all of you about what you could potentially do. So, Aurarian, I'll let you have the floor while we're walking.
Alright. In case Plan B happens and they start attacking us, it's best to knock them unconscious, to say no killing.
I can do this.
You get the gist that this path is rather long. Perhaps a jog rather than a walk would be appropriate. You should still have plenty of time.
Let's try to double time it a little bit. Let's walk a little faster.
After all, these are people with children and family, not the monsters we eat
Like,
daily
I
face.
do have like 3
I
sleeping
want to
powders.
prove killing them anyway.
You had some, Vivian?
Picked a desolate place
Yeah,
to settle
people just
down.
randomly just gives me sleeping powder, which is weird. So I have like 3 left because I used 2 of them on snakes.
Is there a possibility you can use this on, like, a
I
smoke
forgot
bomb?
Orion is basically a wooden bird, so if people want to make comments of like they're a golem, or something similar to that, feel free.
Do you have anything to,
I do
By
remember
chance, could you,
Trisyra told me that she was scared of me knocking someone out with accidentally smashing someone's head with this. Maybe I will accidentally hit a soldier that tries to attack us in the head and you will fall unconscious.
Flusher! Flusher! I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Just make sure you're showing restraint. That's your greatest weapon when it comes to trying to apprehend people and also trying to detain them or pacify them.
Roy, I love you, but God,
I
Flusher
suppose
gives me
also
heart
as
attacks.
a heads up, I talked with them in character as Kai. If combat does happen, if it happens, they will be non-lethally trying to subdue you all. How successfully they do that, we'll just have to see on the rolls.
Oh, if we can manage to get Triss out. I mean, I see light.
As you pass these 2 hills, that you can sort of in the distance see the vague shapes and lights of what seems to be the town or outpost that you were referred to.
We're approaching it soon. All right.
Remember,
Like I said,
we should stay behind.
hopefully.
We need to avoid any,
not look worried, not look
Yeah.
worried, not look
you know,
The moon is with
trying to
us.
actually see us.
The moon shines. The moon
Keep a
shines.
stiff upper lip, Vivian. Remember, we're here for a very important mission. And you potentially could be someone who's representing us in case things go the way I'm fearing it might go.
And I have my own way
So,
to get inside.
be on your best behavior, don't speak until spoken to, but also stand up straight.
I have 2 methods.
Try to look professional. You do a good job at that.
As you walk, you see before you a gate, what seems to be individuals as well in front of it.
Any closer we
Yes.
can get noticed, especially me actually.
All right, everybody, fall in.
There you go.
That means you too. All right, we're going to be going up there together. Wait, are we missing someone?
No.
Everybody.
Everyone's here? We're 6?
Yep, you know what? You're right. I thought my bad. So these will be accompanying me, while you 3 will be potentially out in the front or in a foyer or something like that. I trust Rarian's calls, and you 2 will be listening to him when I am not around. Is this understood?
Crystal clear?
What would be a signal for us to actually do something if something goes south?
I'm glad that you asked that.
What I can
word.
do... Oh, we can do that, yes.
Yes.
It's sending sounds
Okay, we'll
too.
just,
And code.
like slide
we
the
have
sending
like a
sound
like
into his
a
helmet. There we go.
we have like a code, like a code, like red dust.
Well, luckily they won't be having any magic in the area as far as I'm aware, so they won't be tapping into anything that we say. But that is good. Do you happen to hear the sound of red dust over the mic? That means things are going bad and you need to come to where we're speaking to right away.
Understood?
But until you hear the code, you're gonna be listening to Ararian. Understood?
I would just listen to the code. To, like, the red dust is if things are getting really out of, hands.
I would like to hear a yes or a no if you understood what I said.
Yes. I was just suggesting another one.
I understand, but time is of the essence. We need to be going. So, we're going forward. And we're getting our friend back.
I am going. I'm gonna go on the side.
Just Flesher. I know that they're not used to dragons, but just act natural. If you need to make up a cover story, say that, I don't know, Crucible here is your tamer or something.
Sure.
Now, I don't know what concept.
Look. I cast polymorph. Now,
Oh,
do you
well.
really think they will suspect the cat? Hmm? Yeah.
That's no. That's a deep
It's a very angry sounding
Emotional
cat.
support animal. There we have it. There's our cover story, everybody.
Keep in mind, you know, we may be in here longer than an hour, so be careful.
I understand.
Walking up closer to the fort itself, you notice there are tents up front. Getting closer, you see random individuals, some well dressed, some a little bit more wear and tear, and you understand them to be merchants. Seems they are kept outside the fort for the night. Coming closer, you see the fort itself is very well fortified. Guards on front, guards on the walls, looking over things. And at the moment, your group approaches, and eyes are on you, being the new people.
Hello.
Allow me to speak.
Good evening.
Merchants, we're closed for the night. You'll have to sit up out with the rest of everybody here. I'm sorry.
We're not
Yeah, sorry,
merchants. We are here representing the town of Redwall on the whereabouts of a particular individual that has been kidnapped recently. We would like to speak to the person who's in charge.
Kidnapping? You mean like slavers?
I would
Didn't
like
we
to
just
speak to the
bust
person who
slavers?
is in charge, if you may.
Are we allowed to let them in?
I mean, it's night.
I guess.
I mean, they
could
said
you
they're
leave
not merchants.
Could you leave the glowing rock outside, please? We have a strict no magic item policy.
Yeah, that is kind of an issue.
Funny man in the front. No, the one
I
above your
believe
head.
they're referring to
Yeah,
your halo, Grimrod.
Oh, well, happens to be a problem.
Alright, thank you. Thank you so much.
That's great.
None of the rest of you have any magical items on you?
I'm
Alright,
fine.
wonderful. What is...
Allow me to introduce
Hello there.
myself. I am Sergeant Crimron Tindershield of the Redwall Guard, and I would like to speak to the person who's in charge here. If you wouldn't like me to, if you would be so polite to do so.
That sounds right to me. Right this way. Open the gates!
If you'll
Right on in.
Merchants,
You'll
find a
down
way
the
to
which is
disappear.
inside.
Find your way inside.
Good evening. Sergeant Tindershield, may you please direct me toward the person who's in charge of this fort?
We don't want to get lost in there. Poor guy.
Sure.
Must be so cold. Yes, that makes sure Schnitzel don't get lost.
Please. If you will exit the gate, I can close it.
Yes, please.
That's scary as hell. Probably not.
Well, as long as it doesn't get in any food. This way, please.
Very good job, NPCs. Very good job having the right thing for the guards.
Lots of stalls. They're empty. But nothing but guards walking around. Rolling for... With a 6, you get the idea that maybe the guards are more...
I am in the middle jail cell on the road.
More fortified during the day. When the merchants are allowed inside.
Vivian, as you get closer, you can kind of tell that, unlike outside where you were feeling a very emptiness of magic, the very little magic flowing through the air, as you get closer, you can kind of feel that increasing, almost like there's kind of a stockpile of magical items inside.
Come on, you two in the back.
If you are out of sight of the players, come into the barracks itself. Go into one of the rooms. Just be patrolling guards, looking around. You're relaxing, you're having a meal.
If you would want to take a seat here so I can check up with the higher-ups, see if they're ready.
Understood. Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course.
Do not eat any of the food here. The people that we're dealing with...
We'll give them a few minutes to sit out there,
No mushrooms, don't
discuss what's going on.
Yes, I harvest them.
The flow of mana is different in here.
Krim, as you walked in, you could notice that while there aren't any mythical creatures like, dragons or and such, there's a pretty good variety of guards. You see drow, you see half-orcs, humans, elves. Just about every single human race around as guards.
I guess the Scarlet Order is a little bit more of a cosmopolitan area than I thought. How Trist made it describe sounds like they were primarily keen on elves, but...
God damn it, I never said anything about that!
As well as...
I have one of the free guards kind of make their way over to the cells.
All of us to come in.
Make it look like you're going through checking them. And then stand at the doorway. Don't let anyone through. If the cat stays there, she'll go away.
Although I will say you might need to keep an eye on our pets. I know they tend to get curious. Although that tends to be in their nature, so yes.
Offer them up to the briefing room.
The gate guards already asked about any magic items, but I have to make absolutely sure before we go through that door that there is no magical items.
Very well.
Is that cat responding to me?
No, it's just meowing.
Yeah, Schnitzel's always been talkative.
I guess it's hungry in the corner.
We usually keep a cat with us for any rat problems, so if they happen to be out and about, they might just be looking for some food. Isn't that right, Schnitzel?
Well, if no magical items, then please follow me.
Understood.
Thank you.
To the right here.
Good evening.
Evie, do you want to give him a little scare?
Sorry to have come
Absolutely,
here
go
on
ahead.
short notice, but there is a bit of
The
business
guard captain that they are
discuss.
currently talking about
Matters that are
are
much
two
most important.
Do you want them to activate a rune which dispels the cat, showing Friar?
Young one, kid.
Because he is currently polymorphed right now as the cat.
See them right in this way.
So have him do that and be like, as a precaution, you know, I know you said you didn't have any magical items, but just to make sure, and then activate.
Take our feline.
We'll say this, like, I understood the guards,
exactly
but
that thing?
we did absolutely make sure you're understandable.
Yep.
That is of no importance as of right now. Allow me to introduce myself, as well as my acquaintances here. I am Sergeant Tindershield of the Redwall Guard. Here is Vivian, as well as Hannah. They are both under me, as well as my 2 other cohorts that are outside. We come
They're
here
under
in order
you.
to speak to you. Yes.
Child. I won't be playing these games. Where's your parents?
Well, remember, you're basically
I come
Maltese.
here
You're
out of respect.
You know,
if you don't mind me speaking.
Call it off as like kind of a joke.
Huh. How strange. Well, go very well. Say your piece. It's quite late. We wouldn't want you getting any trouble on your way back. So stay a while. Have some food if you'd like. We're more than eager to share.
So, this would be a matter of the person that seems to be of most importance to you. A certain Tristana.
Tristana.
What?
Let me see.
I don't know what he's
I don't
saying
quite
either.
think I recall. Perhaps you got the wrong port. There's one down by the way, down the river, 2 mountains, and then to the left.
Yeah, definitely play up the fact that he got the name wrong.
Tristana.
Because the name is
No, not on
Trisyra.
staff. So, yesterday, a couple of members of the Scarlet Order showed up to Redwall, looking for a particular person to apprehend. Apparently, they have broken some rules over here, and they wish to arrest them. But in Redwall... Yes, they were after Trisyra.
Wait.
My apologies.
Wait a second. You say one of our guards was apprehended by your guard?
No, one of our people was apprehended by, well... Allow me to continue. They came to Redwall, looking for Trisyra. They came by, said they needed to apprehend them. Didn't happen.
Make your way back to the seating area.
Understood.
Continuing on, she was eventually apprehended by members of, well, assassins.
Ugh. Assassins? What have you been dealing with, child?
We've been dealing with a lot lately. And I would like to know why the Scarlet Order happened to have shown up, and why these assassins shown up as well in Redwall.
Assassins? We're simply trying to make it by. It's an insult that you would even insinuate it. Please. We would do no such thing.
But we did get a captive that was beaten that we received. And we weren't sure how they were received. They just showed up on the doorstep.
Trisyra doesn't ring any bells for you?
No, I'm afraid it doesn't. Say, this wouldn't happen to be related to the poor ruffians who got brought back by the guard the other night, would it?
May we see them?
Sad-looking lot. Sure, speak to them if you must. They're down that way to the left. Go ahead, talk to them very briefly. One of the guards, please go with them to make sure that there's no trouble.
Okay, so this one.
There, these people have been allowed to speak to one of the prisoners. Please wait here while I go check. Your one from last night.
Maybe I should have let you talk.
And you already got one.
Yep, nice for you to check in too.
People that were brought in. One's here, the other one is here.
Hello, Krim. I hope you're doing well.
Same to you.
Hey. I'm surprised you guys found me. What's up? How you guys doing? I'm doing fantastic.
Well, glad to see that we have someone else that we know that's a familiar face. And the other two prisoners?
Probably asleep.
I see. Well, seems like we do have some people here. If you can take us back to your leader, we have some discussions to have.
Of course.
We're trying our best.
I know.
If Fletcher ever enters that room as the cat, you know what to do.
Other two?
Yeah, there were the other two that were in the hallway. I told them to go shit. They're not here anymore.
They left out the front.
They did
I
what?
believe they're out front.
You know, go use the outhouse. It was a long journey over here.
What are they up to?
Hello.
I wish I knew.
Those wouldn't happen to be your assassins now, would they?
No, but two of those people are people that were reported missing.
Missing?
Yes, we know that Trisyra was here, but I wasn't aware that the other person that went missing was over here. A certain Boney Mahoney.
Start to counter how many times he says it wrong.
Yes, the person covered in rags with a metal helmet on.
How peculiar.
When you look in your
May I ask
records,
why they're detained here?
what you'll find is that the undead man in the helmet had Trisyra over his shoulder and was at the gate of the fort when he was caught, and he was imprisoned for having a beaten elf in his shoulders, and they didn't know what to deal with her because they didn't know what she was until they saw the warrant for her being an assassin.
Strange. I believe we may have had some sort of misunderstanding here. Perhaps the guy that you're after, covered in rags, may have been wrapped up in this kind of... Well, they were, after all, carrying over their shoulders a bloodied and bruised person. We didn't really put together at the time that they were an assassin. Well, I suppose if the man in the rags is yours, you can return to your home. What was it? Redwart or something along those lines? The assassin? What do you want with the assassin?
They were unlawfully detained, and we wish to uphold the law, regardless whether they've committed any crime. Yes, they were unlawfully detained. In Redwall, we have jurisdiction over our grounds, and they were detained in a place that we looked over.
Let's see, Section 14, Header 3. You say they have been detained unlawfully, is that not right? Do you have any evidence to support this claim?
Is Cassidy in the Discord? I'm not sure if they're able to hear me.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to bring them along with the journey. we do have a case against this. And if you don't wish to comply, we are willing to sell it to those who are above you. From what I understand, the Scarlet Order wishes to do business properly. And if you're doing dirty business and shading dealings, I would hate for those who are above you to know of this. One of my companions here, Hannah, she is royalty, and she needs to speak to the royals themselves with the evidence that we will bring forth. It will not be a good look on you, especially with people who try to keep a clean record.
All right. Just summarize the evidence. Please present any artifacts that you have. I'll look them over, and we may be able to resolve this little misunderstanding. We can't have an assassin running loose after all.
What transpired was that we were simply trying to perform a little bit of, well, aid for a friend that required us to go to a place that was a little bit more secluded. Then we were suddenly attacked, ambushed by people with masks who I have recognized to be an assassin group. Beat them up, attacked me, attacked a lot of others. And then they carried Triss through town to a nexus gate, which they eventually escaped into.
Cassidy, bring up the fact that this Trisyra they speak of had a mask on her.
We also had another missing report of
the same mask that they know that the assassin here uses to kill people.
Say, this mask, it wouldn't happen to look anything like this, would it?
Krim, as he puts the mask on the table, you are going to see the same black mask with white eyes that you see not only on Trisyra, but the assassins that attacked you in the swamp.
Precisely.
Well, I'm not sure that we have your person then. See, that was the mask we recovered after our little scuffle out by the by when we got the two in the cells.
So clearly she's the assassins that attacked you.
Over here, after all, after the Scarlet Order was demanding that Triss be detained.
It's running around. No one's watching it. You guys take care of it. I'm gonna bring it into the.
Very well. Vivian.
Stay.
Since the cat was caught, do you want Cassidy to run the room
then we might
and give him
have
a
our
scare?
because those were the same masks that were used.
Yeah,
to ambush us and capture the
mix things up.
Cassidy, since the cat was being suspicious, do your little rune and make them dispel polymorph.
I would hate to think that you were working alongside with assassins.
Just play it as you're going to be using the stone.
We would hate the same. One moment, please.
You see, they seem to hold in their hand a rune stone, and as they hold it forward, magic will sort of conjure forth, and you will be able to recognize two mages. This is a rune of dispel, as any magical effects currently active in the room are dispelled, including one polymorph.
No.
Cassidy?
Gods!
Good job.
What is the meaning of
You see, the cats in Redwall are rather different, I'm sorry to say.
What do you mean the cats are rather different? That is no cat!
And you brought this inside here knowing this?
This is just... Hey, listen, this is Strudel. Say hi, Strudel.
Hi.
Cassidy, point out that they're lying to you right now and that you want them to be honest.
Listen, you aren't going to get any fast ones with me. Please be honest. What was the idea? I'm tired of this magical trickery, and we've had to deal with more and more of it lately, and I certainly don't want you breaking any
All right, then allow me to explain.
Facility.
Good job.
This is one of our friends, and we know that you guys aren't too keen on those who know magic, and especially dragons. So, this is one of our eyewitnesses to the crime.
Yeah.
Strudel?
Eyewitness.
Which is normal for them, apparently.
Come
Where's
forward,
the
please.
cat?
I need you.
That's not a cat.
No, it is very much not.
This is one of my guardsmen, Flesher.
That,
He was disguised so that he wouldn't freak you all out, because I know that dragons are not particularly fond
I wish I
of
could say I'm
but he is
proud,
an eyewitness to
but
what
I'm
happened.
not.
So, you could please tell us what happened.
Wait, did the dragon
And you
eat the
didn't
cat?
think to tell the person in charge? Did you have
I
something
told you guys are very
hidden?
scared of magic.
We were afraid of how
intelligence
all would act.
The cat was here, then it was gone.
We are
Now
not
it's dragon, and now the dragon's around.
children. Thank you very much.
Cassidy,
We are
point out
dignified and respectful military force.
that you're the Scarlet Order, and while that there hasn't been dragons in 1,000 years, you are trained soldiers and knights.
We are trained soldiers. Please, enough of the quaffery, enough of the quick quacks. Get to the point, please,
Okay,
before I lose
fine.
my patience.
I'm gonna explain what I've seen. I was in a swamp, guarding a wall, and Triss Krinram went deeper in this area with a skeleton that is currently in your cell. I think you know
Ryan
which
has
one.
shrunk down. He's going to investigate what's going on inside. He's heading
The
in.
three of them went into the swamp and they got swarmed by assassins.
Into the cell?
I believe they're outside
Well, he came
completely,
back- he
because I
came
don't
back
see
out.
them out here, so...
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
not
he
the
came
cells.
back.
Okay.
So,
I think what they mean.
yes.
It looks like the mask on the table.
Yes, this mask. This very ominous assassin's mask. You have any concrete evidence whatsoever, any at all, that you aren't just
Besides
trying to
a
break
few
this
scars.
assassin out of this facility? Really?
Yeah, I mean, I got
Well-
pretty cut up during that fight. If you want me to show you, I mean, I don't know if I should show it in front of polite company.
Cassidy, say, like, are you, so you're telling me that she's not an assassin?
So you're telling me, honestly, that that lady over there, who is dressed like an assassin, looks like an assassin, has an assassin's mask, is somehow not an assassin in the middle of the night?
So this is not what he said. However, what I would say is that they
This person was unlawfully detained, stolen from Redwall, brought over here by these people that are also in the area. If I do believe so. If they look like your assassins, there's a good chance they were grabbing them for something nefarious. Something I'm not sure. of
Cassidy,
why.
press the points. Tell them that they're avoiding answering the question. Is she an assassin or
Answer
not?
the question. Is she an assassin or is she not an assassin?
She's a Redwall guardsman.
Then why did she have a
Guardsman
mask?
Who happens to look like an assassin, wearing an assassin's mask.
And according to
Could be
you, I'm a
trespass,
sergeant who
though.
looks like a child. What else is going to be different?
Oh, we must have something in the books for this. One moment,
That
please.
they were framed or poor clothing choice.
Cassidy,
I find
ask them
that
if they're
highly unlikely.
if they're insinuating that she's been framed and like the mask was put on her or something.
Many people mistake me for a black dragon and instantly attack me because black dragons are evil.
Yes, but perhaps the reason you are under attack perpetually is because you sneak into places and then transform into a dragon. Now, to the point. You're suggesting that she may have been framed as an assassin, this person in the cell now. This Redwall guard of yours, or was it Red Wart?
Redwall, if you may so politely.
That's the claim.
What I believe happened is that they were kidnapped by these assassins, brought over here for one reason or another, and I would like for them to be released along with the accompanied skeleton man. Although I would like to see those other two people you've detained. Were those also fighting against you?
Let's see. Of the prisoners we've detained in the past week, those are the only two who could possibly be matching any of your descriptions, I'm afraid.
Cassidy, ask why they want the undead. I mean, it's an undead. Why do you want it?
Say, now that I think about it, even with this idea that this not assassin, actually guard who has been framed, wants to be freed from this place by all of you so handsomely, why would you bring the undead? What use could you possibly have for such a vile creature?
Redwall's a different place. We accept all people from all kinds of places, from all walks of life. We respect him as one of our own, and he was unlawfully detained here. Merely existing is not an excuse to be detained and be treated as such.
Tell Karim that the only crime that is punishable by death is necromancy and being undead.
I'm afraid that the crime they have committed is already on our books. Now that I understand properly that they are in fact an undead, I have not seen the prisoner myself, so thank you for letting me know. The punishment would be... Hold on, I have to go to the index here. Ah, yes, death. Or I guess, second death.
I see.
I can't be letting him go.
It would be a shame if your higher-ups heard about this.
They have committed a crime in our lands, the crime of undeath. It's quite clear-cut, I'm afraid.
Specifically point out that necromancy and being undead is punishable by death.
We will be taking them back.
You must understand, we have very serious and strict laws here. Necromancy and being undead are punishable by death. Now, I hope certainly that nobody in this building would be a necromancer, since that would certainly be foul. But I assure you, if you are working with one, you are making a big mistake. And returning this undead to its master would be a dire portent for our future relations.
Tell them that you're willing to release Trisyra since she was taken unlawfully, and that they've even healed her from her injuries when they were first brought in, but the undead is no-go.
Alright, I'll tell you what.
Who do we have to speak to when it comes to royalty? Perhaps maybe we
Loyalty won't do a thing, sir. It's an undead. It's written in our law.
The laws are clear-cut. Here, look. I'll level with you. I've been reviewing our evidence files, and our evidence, unfortunately, for our alleged assassin, despite this very ominous-looking mask, mind you, is no better than yours. So if you would like to transfer jurisdiction for due process in your region, you are more than welcome to. However, the undead is clearly in violation of our laws. Death is the only acceptable option that we have on the table for this, and there is no royalty, there is no bending of the rules that we will allow. If we did not have that, we would not have our principles, and we would not be our people.
Understood.
Do I make myself understood?
You may speak.
Unfortunately, the undead you're looking to execute won't die that easily. You have a curse that will just bring him back.
Always with necromancers.
Okay.
Listen, I'm looking for a way to actually lift
Their
this curse.
jurisdiction will not change. They will stay here. They're an undead. No matter what.
In the place we're living, there's more magic and more people like us that knows about magic. We can lift this curse so he can rest in peace. It will be the same sentence, but at least he can rest in peace. Here, he will live, he will stay here forever.
Ask why they want the undead so bad.
Why does it matter that you figure it out? I'm sure we'll find a way to kill them eventually.
Well, I see that we have no impasse on the skeleton, but at least maybe we take the other person in peace.
Very well, but please do send a diplomat with a report on your due process of law so that we may review the findings.
Very well. Alright, everybody. Let's go get Triss.
I'll lead them to and unlock them.
I can't believe the prisoner was a skeleton. Nobody mentioned that to me. Disgusting.
So the woman has been healed, so you don't need to worry. Please make it.
Oh, on our skeleton friend, I do have something I would like to give to him. It's a holy book, so perhaps maybe he can read his last rites before he passes.
You can leave it on the table, but handing things directly to a prisoner is not allowed, I'm sorry.
I would much like to know that he is going to be in good hands, though.
Handing things directly to prisoners is not allowed. You can leave it on the table, we can make sure it's safe.
The key. You didn't take the key.
Yeah.
Get up.
Oh, is it my 1 hour exercise already? Thought it was too late for that.
No, you're being released. Go on. No, assassin. You're not free. You're simply being transferred to another jurisdiction for due process.
Yeah, I know. You guys are probably still gonna come after me, blah, blah, blah.
You notice that Krim leaves a rather large book on the table.
Look. I'm not proud of my past life, but I have a new life now, and I'm trying to make that right. And that's why I'm with the Red Wall Guard. Well, I guess that's not for today.
I hope that you will be thorough in your investigation of this one's crimes, and that the rule of law will be upheld.
As long as you uphold my end and give my friend that book, much appreciated. Now, come with us.
Krim, Triss, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
I know.
Look, can we arrest the undead?
Do you know the undead?
He was the one that kidnapped me.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Even without the kidnapping, the punishment in our land under Section 7, Clause 13 is death for being undead. They will be taken care of.
Look, I know I'm wanted and everything like that, and you're already kind of probably not happy about letting me go, but we can do you a favor. This doesn't have to be adversarial. You know, I know you guys have been going through the nexus and learning about how to travel it, and you guys have been specifically coming to Redwall as a way of learning to traverse and all the different magic stuff. Why don't we strike up a deal?
You don't have to do this. You can leave me here.
We can help you
my time.
with some of the magical stuff. As far as, you know, helping you with regulating magic. I know you guys want to prevent the next destruction of the world, blah, blah, blah. Look, we take him off your hands. You don't have to deal with him, and you don't have to try to figure out how to kill him when he's unkillable. And he's dealing with that crap. And we have a prison back that can lock them away forever. In fact, we can have maybe we can start a dialogue, and maybe some of the people that you have trouble jailing, we can help take them off your hands.
Oh, listen, do treat us with a degree of respect. I understand that the grounds for which we had you imprisoned were not entirely just, and there have been some extenuating circumstances which are preventing of your transference of holding facilities. Make no mistake, though, no amount of negotiation can cause us to violate the rule of law, unless you mean to insinuate that it is somehow not an undead, or somehow not in our very specific clause which prohibits necromancy and undeath, punishable by death. Then please.
Think about it after the
this
next
law
line.
always confused me.
I'm not asking you to subvert your laws. In fact, I'm asking you to uphold them. Your laws is that necromancy is to be punishable by death. They're basically dead when they're gone. And they're going to be stuck in a prison for thousands of years. No one has ever escaped from this prison. You're going to be upholding the laws that you have here, not subverting them. The only subverting is me.
That actually raises a good point.
And you're only letting me go because I was taken unlawfully. You're still upholding the law.
Krim.
You're not being let go. You are being transferred between facilities.
Exactly.
Now, that does raise an excellent question. I am not of the magically inclined.
Excuse
How do we
us.
kill an undead exactly?
Pardon us.
It would be beneficial if they take it off our hands.
If you may so allow...
We don't have to
Hold on.
have one of our cells occupied for eternity until we figure it out.
I was sure the acid bath was going to work.
Like I
Can we
said,
receive some kind of assurance that they will be disposed of in a ethical manner?
Absolutely.
Preventing them from suffering to be seen by anybody
hold on,
else.
everybody.
Yeah, I give you my word. They will be taken care of. Even if we can't kill them, they will be locked up and they will never cause harm to anyone ever.
Your word as an assassin means nothing to me. I would wish to speak to that one.
Pardon us. But, if you may, one of our royal diplomats would like to speak to you and maybe take a look at that law that you have.
Royal diplomat, huh? All right.
She is a princess, after all.
For the crimes of necromancy and undeath, the punishment shall be death. It is quite clear, is it not?
I already gave it to them on a silver platter. They're gonna fucking ruin it.
For what?
By the way, see if I can find any way.
Trying to find a legal loophole?
Yes.
Was that not common here?
Objection.
Tris, I'll leave that to you. You want me to roll or just say she automatically fails?
Automatically fails, and I don't know why they're doing this because we're already I've already got it. So
I was about to say
Oh,
they went the completely wrong direction. They should have gone, hey, we're just way more magically capable. Let's have a trade of, we help you with magic, etc. And you guys can just come when the nexus. Anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So no, there is no.
As you
loophole.
try to look through the document, unfortunately, it is a legal document, and it is very strict about, specifically, you can tell this clause has been thoroughly written out. You cannot really see any loopholes, but the things that Tris has mentioned previously, and also the fact that you've noticed previously, these people are not very good with magic, but they were able to come to Redwall. They have a nexus now. Maybe this trade of information and help will be your best suitable course of action if you really wish to save this undead.
Very well.
Had a good enough look.
Yes.
Honestly, so
I think the weird skeleton thing. This route of trade of information maybe our best way to go.
Very well then. We'll trade you information and we'll get
in proximity
that
of
person, if you may.
I'm very confused. Speak your mind.
I feel like maybe this would be the best course of action, so that way we can all leave with no further issues.
You'll accept it, and you'll be in touch.
You wish to know more about this, about the places that we come from? You wish to have a little bit more knowledge of magic to better enforce it.
Information is the most powerful thing in the, well,
that I can think of. More than any gunpowder or any other powerful magics.
I don't know everything. If you want to know more details,
What would you say?
Who knows it? But
You are, in a way, correct. And I'm sure that our diplomats may be even able to reach you to discuss this in further detail. We are more than happy to do business with a lawful civilization. However, I must remain absolutely firm that even if we do transfer this undead to you, that you will uphold our laws and treat it with the same respect with which we are treating you with by releasing to your captivity this one. Do I make myself clear?
I think
I see. You still want us to deal with the necromancer in the ways that you would.
Grim, you don't have to do
They
this.
broke
Not
our
worth
laws.
anything.
that'd be interesting.
Much as I hate the undead, they're right. They aren't worth anything other than disposal. So I hope this isn't too much of a burden on your institutions.
You know what? I think we might be at an agreement.
Very well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is going to be a lot of paperwork.
Excuse me.
All right.
Book.
It is. We can take the keys.
Make sure the undead doesn't. Oh, yes, please. Make sure it doesn't try any funny business.
They're right there.
Mention that you have a lot to explain to the commander.
There's going to be a lot of explaining that we're going to have to do after this one. I'm going to need everybody who's on wall patrol to go to half shift to help with the paperwork.
Would you like me to ease some of your pain? I'll keep a look at him with arms, if you don't mind.
Stop.
All right. Crims is gonna take your hands and just kind of bind them. See? Whoa. Hips. Hold on. Yes, if you may come with us, I have bonitis. I'm sorry. It's a very serious condition.
It's fine.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Only
It's a common condition here in this world too.
It's a common condition. Yeah. All right. Come on, Boney. We're taking you in
To do this.
I can do what I may, and you will come with us. Understood? Necromancer?
Understood.
Come on.
What?
Come
I
on.
think he means undead, not
We're leaving.
You're quite positive.
Take them, sir.
This way?
Look forward to doing business with you.
Any
Oh, you. One with a tiny little bun before you go. I keep these on hand just in case. I seek to see this followed through to the letter with the report on the handling of all legal matters here discussed. Thank you. If you need anything, the cafeteria is available. We will have some guards who are capable of providing you with rations for your safe journey back. I cannot say it has been a pleasure.
It'd be real awkward if they somehow still got into combat, but I highly doubt it.
Alright.
Never underestimate a player.
If Lesher walks outside and all the guards see them, it's gonna cause a stir.
Yeah, but they'll just be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Gossiping on the side, which could be funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Hi, yes, you're fine.
Vivian is can wait when we get back to Red Bull.
Sorry.
Unless you want to swipe some of the banned magical stuff before you go. Actually, no, let's not get arrested again.
He doesn't know what a whisper is. He's just talking normally.
Why would you even say this?
Shh, not in front of the guards. Pleasure.
What are your thought process right now?
Alright, prisoners, come on.
Gossip. Short gossip. Stop this.
Shit, I'm tired. Go to sleep.
See y'all later.
Are you okay? How's it head?
Oh, the guardsman. You see a fucking dragon.
Hope that they come up with a better.
What the fuck is that thing?
Have a good rest of your night.
People aren't that. People don't get that creative.
Front guardsman, I need you again. Merchants outside, if you're not already in position.
Throw an insult they call me, but it's usually those typical big person.
As you are
insults.
walking, you do sort of feel, either from buildings or from far away, eyes staring at you. Pleasure.
Takes a rope, so your binding basically connects your bindings to my arm, so if you do run.
Clear the gates.
Clear the gates!
Well, they didn't know what Dragon was. I guess we know now.
Alright, so we
Alright, everybody, come on. We're heading back to Redwall.
It's not a bad experience like it to most people.
That's odd. Who are those two?
Hello?
Just to complete the mountie thing, be like, y'all come back here, you know, kind of thing. Be like, nice to meet you.
It's a long story. It's a long story. It's a long story. Traveling around and all that.
All you need to know is that I'm not the kind of person I would be to if it can reassure you.
Fantastic. I'm so glad.
Flasher.
Please go along your way.
Yeah, don't show off, please.
Come on.
I just told them
like
that I'm not going to harm them.
Come on.
Is that thing yours?
Yes, that's
Never seen one?
Yes. Yeah, that's a cat. Yes.
That's a cat. And where we from? Cats are very
You
good.
have the worst definition of a cat possible.
You are a nice cat. Don't worry.
Now we see if they think to check Boney for any explosive runes.
You know, bye, merchant.
We're gonna have a long talk, Boney.
What?
A good
I
talk.
find it really funny that their commander was actually
Did
like,
you not read the document?
Don't pull him off back into the cat.
I skimmed it, and then I had to do the announcement stuff.
Okay, fair enough, sorry. But yeah,
Listen, I might actually scratch you.
you know, the chestnut of the way we're going to control Boney is an explosive rune in his chest. And if he reveals any secrets of the hand, it'll explode. If they get to the near the exit, it'll explode.
Yep, no one got hurt.
I'll keep an eye on that then.
Glad I brought it up.
Krim, please. It's dangerous for me to leave. I know that you probably don't have any trust in me at this point, but this is one thing you'll have to trust me on.
There's a lot of things going through my head right now. But we'll talk about it when we get back to Redwall.
I know. I can't go back to Redwall.
I believe that that's it. Yes.
Huh?
No? Yes, God? You believe what?
Don't mind me. I was speaking with
what
other
does God
things.
believe in? Alright.
I believe you guys somehow succeeded.
Oh, you little
Some scenario who did absolutely nothing.
It's quite the catastrophe.
Make sure no assassins freaking shot arrows at us.
Alright, come on.
That's kind of what we're both doing, but other than that,
It was a catastrophe.
I'm surprised you guys found me. How did you find me?
Aki has his people. Aki. Kai has his people.
Lightning Boy and his, his connections and all of that. Although he always had his connection
The
before the
spear
power.
of destiny.
I was gonna put that away.
Luckily,
I can assure that you're probably not going to run away from us. And I think we're far away from them for them to not notice what I'm going to do. Give me your hands.
Wait, what?
You're coming with us either way. And we're going to get you the hell out of here. But we still need to talk.
And
That's
I have
as
no
much
problem.
trust as I'm instilling into you.
I have no problem talking to you and telling you everything I can, but I can't leave. I can't tell you everything for your own safety.
Fine.
Don't worry.
We'll get to the gate and you and I are going to have a talk.
I can't leave.
Oh, Tristan, 100%.
Can you tell us why?
I
Has it done
can't.
something to him?
For your own safety, for everybody's safety.
Is okay. Is it something you want to talk about, or you can't, like, you don't want to talk about, or something you cannot talk about?
I would love to tell you everything. I need to tell you that the people of Redwall have been kinder to me than anybody I've ever seen nearly in my life ever since I became like this. But I literally can't tell you why I can't leave, and I literally can't tell you why I can't go back.
Someone is listening?
Is it a vow of silence? Have you been casted with something that you can't speak about it?
I have an idea. You cannot speak.
Pause.
But maybe you...
Anna.
Hmm?
As you hear this going on, you sort of look over him. Something like this isn't too uncommon to happen in Aether. And if, from what you're guessing, and from a little peeping on the magical side, you have to assume that Boney kidnapped Triss. Boney is here. Boney clearly seems to like us, but he worked against us. So either something, someone, something is happening to prevent him from, obviously, you know, fail-safes are in action. But the question is, what activates those fail-safes? And that you should probably be careful going forward.
If you can't come back to Redwall, then I'll just come with us to Aether.
Krim,
I can't do that either.
Before we do anything, something or someone, whether it be an effect, a curse, or something, maybe he's being subjugated by a necromancer because he's undead, but something or someone is preventing him from speaking. And there are fail-safes on whatever is keeping him from saying this.
I have an idea.
We got a lot of mages with us.
Question.
Think we can
I have an idea.
So, you can't
I'm
go
going to ask...
Aether or Redwall.
I can't leave.
I have an idea. I'm going to ask questions, and you do a thumb up for yes, a thumb down for no. You won't say anything. So,
That's still communication, yeah. Ararian, what do you believe?
really?
Yes.
I do believe that something is probably certain or what Hannah is saying.
I think if we try, we could absolutely try to identify and break whatever's doing this.
Yes.
Yes, Hannah,
I'm
please.
worried about the repercussions. Because I don't know what kind of fail-safes are on this.
It cannot be worse than what Damon have.
If they succeed with
Boney?
this, Aki, he's
don't
being
know why
thrown
you did
into
any of that
Revel's
stuff.
Inn, so... Or that's what I
don't
have
know
written down.
why.
You can decide if
You have
that
a
goes through or
DC
not.
in mind for this?
It's going to be high. I'll let you
There's one
decide
thing
how
I'm
high,
always
but
willing
it
to
would
do
be
is
high.
give people
It should be
a
difficult.
chance. And I have a strong feeling, especially
15 is
after
normal
what's happened
high,
with other
18 is
friends of
super
us.
high. But if it's 18, I'm willing to give
Like
them
Tommy
advantage
and
for
the
everyone
others
that
with
assists.
possession.
I was thinking either
I
15
know
or
that sometimes
18, and it
magic
would be your
can always
call.
be afoot behind this stuff. So
I'll wait and see what they do.
I'm
Also,
gonna do what
yes,
I can
if
to help you.
you all are done in
Power of all
VZing,
of
you
us.
can go and do other things so you don't constantly hear us in your head.
If you believe that this can probably be worked on, well, yes.
Thank you all the
I have the
NPCs. If you
utmost
leave, that's
confidence
perfectly okay, but I really appreciate it,
all
and you
of you.
guys all did a great job.
As I've said, I've been around many places, and Aether and Redwall have spent some of the most pleasant days of my extremely long life, and if there's anybody
Yes,
that
thank
can
you
help
for
me, I'm
taking
sure
your
it's all
time
of
and helping
you.
in the module.
I can't tell you if you're right or wrong. All I can do is encourage you, but
I was to try.
At the very least, no matter what happens, I want to thank you, all of you, and I want to introduce myself.
Go right ahead.
I'm Huni Orikova. It is true. I have been a traveling merchant for, I've lost count, near 2 millennia. I have no problem telling you anything you want to know. You, anybody. But I can't, and all I can do is hope that you can help me first.
And how may
DM,
Yes.
I would like to see if I can identify another kind of any magical influence other than the curse that Fletcher already knows about.
Understood. And you're just doing this personally? You're not informing anyone else?
I didn't insult anyone.
Just checking.
Because
As
I
you
haven't
go
really let me
to...
talk, so.
As you begin to sense magic and you go to scan with advantage, with a 13, you know about the curse, so you try to ignore it in sensing Boney Mahoney and the things on him and his being, and you do notice wards that seem to be located in his central chest area. However, you cannot tell the specifics of them or anything like that as of current, but you can tell they are complex. They are attached to him and are another magical effect that he is probably under, or as runes and wards do, probably waiting for something before activating.
Bonnie. Let me have a look.
I'm the same hideous creature that you've seen several times before.
Am I able to actually read it if I get closer, or not at all?
It's under the armor. It's
okay.
You are sensing it.
Okay.
What do you see?
Woods. There's definitely some kind of enchantment. But the thing is, I don't know what specifically, but it needs something to activate.
Well, Flesh. You have 3 other mages at your disposal for help here.
And 2 of them are magi.
2 of them are magi. You don't need to try
the
this
ones
one.
we should be
We have 3 mages.
Yes.
1,
We have 2 very
2,
powerful
3,
magics
4.
here. Here,
So
let's come over here.
here's the thing.
Give us a little bit more breathing room. We'll solve this, Bowie.
And a bit
Shall
out
I
of sight
say
of the tower.
your real name.
Yes. So
I
here,
understand. I've been going by Boney for a long time. If you wish to continue that, it's all right.
so here's the thing. The enchantment is located precisely inside the armor, around the central area. We can have multiple solutions on our hands. Hopefully one of them will be good. Either we can try to maybe dispel it,
So, if you want my opinion, we need to group together and tackle and locate which one has the most priority. Which ones are triggered by other ones. We need to find the one that's triggered last. And then we can work from there. Because if we set off one that if we dispel one that sets off another, there's gonna be problems. We need to deal with the one that gets triggered last and go down in order.
Then I would suggest that because I know the caster can't follow just my lead, so you can access it without a problem. Without, disturbances.
Well,
first, I see we need to
Cameron, you do seem to
identify the
notice
thing
that
deeply.
Crucible has seemed to walk off in a bit of a upset taunter.
Rarian, you're in charge of these folks. I'm gonna go find out where Crucible wandered off to.
Understood.
Can I just say, please keep your safety in mind. Please, don't worry about me.
You're not worried. The moon watches over us.
When it comes to magical stuff,
I'm not concerned.
we know what to do. So, first, we are trying to identify in a deeper level the words over here.
We're trying to piece together how these runes and wards interact. If we can find out which one is triggered by which ones, we can dispel those in a safest possible manner.
So for now, let's identify.
All right then. Are all of you doing this?
I am.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I will do 4 rolls then. Understood. Luckily, with a 19 and all of your combined efforts, you begin to take a closer look at the runes and wards engraved upon, what you now realize are engraved upon his chest, his rib cage, and get a better understanding of them. It seems to be a failsafe, a series of explosive runes that should they talk about anything they shouldn't, should they speak certain words or reveal certain informations that them and anything in close proximity will go boom. It is a very complex series of wounds and runes and wards. You believe that you may be able to all together dispel it and dismantle it. However, it would be very difficult.
Also, if I am taken out of the area, the runes also activate.
It is also, yes, area attuned as well.
Okay, I think we all have a brief idea of what it is.
Indeed.
I have a proposition. Perhaps we can isolate the runes, keeping him from leaving. And then we can receive farther help once he is able to actually enter Redwall or Aether.
Then we may need to make sure that it doesn't trigger the rest.
Can we treasure it to something?
I like their line of thinking, so here's what I'm going to do. If they decide to go the only de-triggering the area rune, I'm going to give that the 15 roll. If they decide to try and dismantle it all, I'll make that the 18 roll.
That sounds good to me, and I do like their reasoning on that.
Me too, which is why I'm going to give them that.
It doesn't do anything. Like replacing it with something harmless.
A trade-off. Or we could try the halted, take him to Redwall, and very quickly see if we can,
First, we need to remove the rune that prevents him from going into Red Wall.
Also, that would still prevent him from talking, so that would work out perfectly, honestly.
It is a chain. Protected area is probably priority. Because their risk of death would be lowered if they were to trigger in town.
So, are we taking the option of replacing the rune and that's, prevent him from going into Red Wall?
Yes, that's what I would like to do.
Alright, let's do this. Just
to be clear, your course of action is instead of trying to dispel the entirety of the runes, you are instead choosing to, or the entirety of the ward, you are choosing the rune that is keeping him locked into this location and either dispelling it, cutting it off from the rest of the ward, or replacing it with essentially a placebo rune, or to make it where he can travel, but the ward is still.
Yes.
Understood. We'll let you know that for your intuitive thinking of magic, this DC is lower than the other DC was. I'm going to give you 4 rolls for flat rolls, 1 for each of you, since you are all working together. I'm not going to tell you the DC. I will, for the rolls, I will tell you when I roll them. So firstly, Anna. Understood. Vivian. Understood.
Giving him this.
Sure. Understood.
What looks like a little holy book.
Understood.
You notice that there's inside.
With your combined efforts and roll of an 18, we'll manage to, working together, distort the flow of mana throughout the runes and wards, sort of causing a temporary lapse in mana circulation just long enough for one of you to delete the location area bounding ward and replace it with a simple placebo rune that doesn't really mean anything. And after some intense concentration, some magical teamwork, it will be done.
Actually, they just used a lot of magic, we should probably leave them going.
Damn.
You do know that the runes were carved into skeletons. You were basically rearranging his ribcage.
It's all right. I've been through worse.
Now.
Trisha, you can look at Red Wall now.
We were able to disable, replace the ripping and location bound.
Hey.
Safer option to try to dispel it with some additional help.
Okay.
Now you're able to travel to all the ways.
I didn't hurt you, though.
Take the leap and get the best meat you can find.
They treated me well, if that's what you're worried about.
Around the 2 of them. So. See what you can do.
Despite being wanted for an assassin and everything, they have their own codes and rules and everything. And they are very tight with the law, so they pretty much killed me as soon as I showed up on their doorstep, so...
They don't seem like people. We do a few of the guards. They just seem like people going to jump.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Make sure you do it up in
Oh, I said, don't seem like bad people. We talked to a few of the guards.
Yourself, as well as Vivian.
Some like people who just want to get by. So,
it's one of the best you can get on this.
if you almost towards them, I don't hold any grudges towards them.
Well, I hope not, because it sounds like we're going to be doing some business with them, so...
Deal?
Sure, deal.
I don't think you were in the room when we made that deal. That's how we got Boney.
Alright.
I was there for the last one.
Here, there's no one.
Yeah, discussion.
Now, come on.
Also, are you doing okay?
Guardsmen, fall in.
I'll tell you when we get back.
Aye, aye, Commander.
We have some good news to tell the commander.
as well as more stuff to help out with the slaves.
Look, if I call you commander, you're the one that gets the promotion, not me.
I think me,
Is that
Captain.
how it works?
Yeah, apparently.
Somebody can just give a position by calling somebody the name of a rank.
Yeah, you know,
say.
call them it long enough, it sticks.
After the way they treated us, gaslighting into thinking Fletcher, that was pretty funny.
I'm sorry, what?
Like I said,
Is that not who folks talking about?
Everyone there thinks Fletcher's just a big cat.
Is that why you were calling him a cat?
Some people believed he was a big cat.
You know, some very clearly did not buy the discount.
You are...
I won't call you a cat anymore, Schnitzel.
Like, you do realize there's a magic police, right? Like, you're not going to be able to really fool them. Like, their whole job is to sniff out magic and regulate it.
I said,
Let's just say Flesher came up with a very good idea.
I don't think it was a good idea, and it sounds like he got caught. And it could have ended a lot worse.
Let's say this. It was more so Flesher was in the wrong place at the wrong time. If they casted the spell magic on us, well, I mean, I just couldn't use my Halo anymore at that point.
Yes, they're
They're
good at dispelling and all of that.
What did happen?
They, you know...
Exactly.
That's their whole thing. They stop people from going crazy with magic. Of course they have a dispelling stone.
It was actually kind of enjoyable talking to the guards.
Oh yeah.
Well, figure that.
I do wonder if they dispelled me. That would have maybe that would have turned my Halo on. I would have blinded them by accident. That would have been really bad.
Exactly. Actually, funny enough.
I will say, after being in Redwall and Aether for so long, it feels weird being back here and having such a weird feeling of lack of magic and mana.
Would you like to stay?
No.
I hate it.
I said it's weird. I didn't say it was good.
I'm sorry that you used to live here.
Skinned out area anymore. I want to go back.
Yeah. Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's keep going.
I would love to free Cass.
Although we may or may not have to pretend, or at least come up with an idea how to make it look like Boney's dead.
I think it's simple.
Well, you do realize that he's committed a good number of crimes, and we are probably going to have to arrest him.
That is true. I mean, that is a part of the...
Cough, cough, he's going to Revel's Inn.
Actually,
cough, cough.
I was just talking to Cruz.
I was about to say, they can do whatever they want. The moment they bring him back, Kai's being like, isn't this the guy who, you know, kidnapped Triss in the first place? And you guys made a contract with another fucking world that you're gonna throw him in jail? We're throwing him in jail.
Now that's the thing that brought down Asmodeus. And if it brought down Asmodeus, it's gonna bring down whoever the heck is controlling this friend. So.
Who's Asmodeus?
Why? What does Asmodeus have to do with anything like that?
A vampire?
Asmodeus was brought down because he sent his slaves to go defile the graveyard, so that falls onto him and not Eugene.
I mean, you could try making that argument.
You and I just realized
that's what stuck onto him.
You do realize we made a contract with them and we told them that we were going to do that?
Does that make sense?
They were forced to do it, or else they would die. That's kind of how enslavement works for most people.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but...
A suggestion? I would suggest bringing me in as, you know, a prisoner. There's certainly going to be several unhappy people there to see me.
That is true. That is true. When we get back to, well, how is this?
Yeah, there's that too.
For this reason. Yeah.
Now, I was actually gonna point out, is this like the first time that somebody's been kidnapped and the people who kidnapped them didn't actually treat them horribly? Because like there was
they didn't kidnap me. It was my quote-unquote brothers and sisters. I'll explain more when we get home.
Okay, well, This is really strange. I feel like there's a lot.
I mean, technically, I did.
a really
be honest
strange
with you.
circumstance.
Sorry, I'm still stuck on the vampire part. I never seen one.
What are you, Oh, Asmodeus. Yeah, he was a dude that was around when you weren't around.
80% sure the diplomatic approach was not gonna work.
Scene drop.
My leg.
Aki, you know what this reminds me of?
Trista?
I don't know whether... I was about to say, the amount of times you messed up Trista's name.
I've always called them Tris. I've never called them by their actual full name. I've always called them Tris. Like, yeah, it's like someone called me Crim, and they're like, yeah, Crim. They keep calling me Crimson because I think that Crim is short for Crimson. You know, it's like, okay.
I don't know whether to be somewhat proud you somehow bumbled your way into successfully doing that, or disappointed at the several hijinks and now paperwork that you're going to have to tell Kai he has to do. So good luck with that. Anyways.
I have a feeling you guys didn't wanted me to annoy the gods as a cat.
No, this is entirely...
banana peel.
Whoops. Oh my god.
Our catty.
I wanted to play with the
Well,
gods, like just to have fun.
I was
and
tempted
they
to give
brought
one the
me
guard
Redwall doesn't exist.
What?
What do you mean Redwall doesn't exist? What?
The instance went empty and now it's no longer up.
I can see Redwall.
They're trying to take away Redwall from us. That's what they're doing.
Wait, I can't. It's not up for me.
No, okay, I had a glitch where I could click the Redwall thing, but it was empty, so I accidentally clicked off it.
So how
Well,
Okay,
shit.
so-
That's my question.
I mean,
Well, actually, we can
Yeah,
open up Redwall, but the question is like,
We are bringing
do we
you on
really?
to Aether
Because
first.
I was about to say, do we want to open Redwall? Because everyone's either in the new map, on the module, or in Aether, and the new map has stolen. Literally, you guys are the people who stay in Redwall, so it would literally just be all of us.
I like my frames.
I go where my friends are. I don't really have a preference.
Well, Commander, you know what I mean? For no citizens.
Same.
I guess we can say you're in the Aether for business and we have to come and meet you.
We're dropping you off over to Aether with the very lovely and talented mages.
I don't know how.
I'm going to the wilds.
All right then, Aether. Well,
Wow,
we'll
you're
go
not
for
going to
Aether
debrief
resolve
Kai?
this. So,
Aether time.
I'll
Are we all heading to Aether?
out of
Is that where we're
character, I'm debriefing him.
I think we're going to Aether.
Okay.
See, this is what happens when the two people who always go to Redwall to keep Redwall alive go on a module together.
Yep.
That is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
I will flat out say.
but you both did a great
we
job.
left Redwall when wait.
I will see you in
Surprised
Aether.
things went well as they did.
Wait, Krim, didn't you literally put like 3 people in charge of watching Redwall? Did they leave?
Yes.
Yeah, where did they go?
Yeah,
They did.
I mean, if nobody is here,
Paperwork.
if nobody is here,
Paperwork.
it's not interesting.
I put the whole deal to get Boney out for you on a silver platter, and you're like, I wonder if we can still find a loophole, and you almost ruined.
Well, because I wanted Hannah to say something, because I want to make sure
said it was
everyone has a
fine.
moment.
I said it was fine because they were working.
Yeah.
What they were doing was working. I said it was fine.
Yeah.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
The one thing I wanted to say was,
Yeah.
like,
Vivian's
hey,
mindset
the law says
was like,
for the crime for being an undead, the person needs to be executed. Like, its sentence is death. But they are
I'm
not
so
saying
glad none of
from
you are
who.
like, but Triss is death affinity. Like, if any of you said that, I was going to fucking murder you. All right.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Triss was dead.
Oh, thank fucking God. Oh my God.
I was really
I
hoping.
didn't know that either.
Oh my
Hoping I
God.
could pull a phoenix right
So-
there.
I know
You
people that
two,
are...
both you and Orion could have stayed inside the eating area, but you guys decided to go outside.
Vivian's mindset was like, we just came here for Trish.
Yeah, they told
the
us,
thing
like,
with the
we
bone,
need to, like, okay,
man,
yeah,
he
you
has
two
no
outside.
idea who he is. It's like, I know you, I don't know you. We can leave right now. And it's like, why are you guys doing this?
But Flesher and Crimron did know me.
Yep.
So that's
Yeah,
the
that is
thing.
the
So
thing.
we
It's
like.
I wanted to
we
pull
are
it
the
in,
only
but it's
two
so bad.
characters that actually know
that
bones.
law.
That is the
Yeah.
thing.
Vivian is like, I don't know who
I've
this
been filming
guy
the
is.
whole of them.
Leave
Maybe,
I'm on
maybe you
page
should
6.
talk to your merchants more.
Discount nowhere.
Stream it sometime. I've
Regardless of what happened,
Yep.
I should talk to.
If I stream the game, it's gonna be quiet because I read silently.
Yep.
I mean, right now,
Yo.
Cover
the
game
keys
6.
in his hand.
It's like
Jingle, jingle.
3 games and then apologize.
Jiggle, jiggle.
Jingle, jingle. Alright. Not only did you successfully require Triss, you got the bonus objective of freeing Boney. There were multitudes of different ways for him to explode. You have found a way to keep him alive for now.
not out of the woods yet.
Not out of the woods. There are still things in play that you have to be careful of. Yes?
So, does the protection of the island not affect him anymore?
Protection of the island.
That is a good question.
Because that was my
No,
whole thought
actually,
process. That was my whole thought
discussed
process.
this.
It'll keep
Doesn't
him from
work.
exploding, but it will keep him from still being able to talk. He cannot say anything.
Right. My whole thing was, if we get rid of the thing for the location, we can bring him to somewhere where even if he does explode, it won't outright kill him. And we can still, heal him.
Very painful.
That would be painful though.
No, there was.
What's your call on that?
We're told to get.
We're
told to get
Yeah,
Aether.
you
We gotta
see
go to
how
Aether.
your
Because I would say it just
safety
doesn't
system
trigger
is
and
being
explode while
exploited.
he's on the island.
No, because that'd be too easy. It was because it
I
was
mean, the whole thing about
outside of Aether. It doesn't count.
it wouldn't count because within Aether, it's all about the consent rule, and since he was given something that wasn't protected at all, it doesn't matter if he gives consent or not. It's like saying,
Either way,
And when I
it's
do
like
my
more people
quest-
who are able to deal with it.
And
But
when
yeah,
I do
being
my
requested
quest
already,
for
so I'm
curse
just gonna-
and biggest
you figured out everything?
the worst thing is that I have another character that also have a curse, and I wanted to do something similar in Aether, and they told me no.
The missionaries, if you want to find work and do missions and go get some money. But this one here is the one. This here also is for adventuring type missions people require. This one is our barber.
You just got the fire ribbon. Another fire ribbon. Sorry, yeah, what's up?
The one with the prosthetic arm?
Alliance. Oh, my name is
Makes me forget things I don't want to remember.
Makes me feel good.
Theoretically, safer for us to look at him and figure out what's wrong.
Okay. So we need the
Now we're
best
just-
mages in order for us to dispel the runes. Or at least someone that knows how to dispel runes. But then again,
Well, I
it wouldn't
mean,
make no
a lot of
sense.
A lot of us know how to dispel. We figured it would be a much safer option to do it up here, where we ourselves run less of a risk of injury from attempting to do this.
But the thing is, if you dispel one rune, another rune activates.
That's why you do multiple at the same time. Or go
Wait,
from the
why
most-
wait, which one is the one that's gonna make him basically self-destruct from within?
Both of them
Which room is
had that stipulation on the runes. But
Hey, I'm hearing new people join the comms. Who's alive?
Okay, so then we get rid of the one that self-destructs.
Well, we seem to be doing all right.
When you get rid of his, essentially it's a gag order.
How are you?
He can't say anything.
Well,
if he
we're currently at
explodes.
the forest right now in the
So
tavern.
that's the one
since,
that will explode.
I took the boys out on a little bit of a training. You go do a little
Okay, so
mission
we
for
just
someone.
dispel that one, and then
The
it should
entirety
be
of Red
fine
Wall
then.
collapsed
You won't
under
have
its
to
own
die.
weight, so it's
In theory,
literally
yeah.
we can
Then
only
we
go
can
to the
follow
forest
that
right
doesn't
now
show
since the
up
nexus is
before we can
broken before
attempt
going back
this.
to Red
If he
Wall.
doesn't show up soon, it's gonna have to wait till tomorrow.
I
later
see.
in the day,
Well, hopefully Redwall should be fine without us there at the moment.
because
Yeah, it
things I
should
have
be.
to do.
I think like literally everyone's abandoned it, even the mercenaries. So should be just the people living their lives right now.
Okay.
I swear to God, if I come back
Noted
there and the
then.
whole
And
guard
where's
building is
Trisyra now?
egged and TP.
Look to your right.
I'm sure it's fine, Commander.
Oh shit.
Should be fine.
You didn't see her?
Commander.
No.
If
Assassin.
like I said, if I call you Commander and everyone else calls you Commander, you're the one that gets promoted, not me.
Aren't we skipping a rank?
Future Captain.
Hi, Commander.
Hi, ex-commander.
Hi, ex-commander.
Why?
Hi, Commander. Hi, ex-commander. Hi, Commander. Hi.
I was never Commander, so I can't be an ex-Commander if I was never a Commander.
Hi,
you have
squad
fun being
leads.
kidnapped?
Captain Krim.
It was a nice vacation.
I don't know.
Kind of.
They actually have decent
Oh, it was a
food.
nice vacation.
Did you try any of the food?
Yeah. So
Has a- has
I mean, they have
technically, you
some
weren't
really fantastic
kidnapped
eggs.
then.
The food where?
Like they had like tons of food on the table. I'm assuming they fed you.
He told.
I told them not. I told everyone not to eat it because we're dealing with potential assassins. I thought they would have just poisoned the food and we all end up dead.
What about them having armor and being knights gave you the impression they were assassins?
Totally don't have rations in my
Disguises.
I brought my own food. I'm not gonna cook someone else's food who's being rude to me.
Glamours,
Yeah.
disguises, masks.
This is my fault.
We're also
I've always
with
been very. I've been always just telling you guys that
Fake
I was a former
mustaches.
assassin. Look, here's the deal.
Wigs.
On my world, you have guards, you know,
Rubber
just
chicken.
typical guards that deal with typical crime. You have the Scarlet Order that deals with magical bullshit. They set the laws for what magic is allowed, what isn't for allowed. They also greatly restrict and regulate magic. And they also deal with a lot of magical crimes. And then the assassins are secret. No one knows about them. They just know they're people that kill people.
Well, now people know about them.
Well, yeah, now they know a little bit about them because, yeah,
You know,
they
that's
had
the
my
one thing
mask
that
and
an
shit.
assassin fears, right?
So that makes
Basically,
sense,
being
then.
known, yes. So the
That
guards
makes sense why
never.
they didn't want to say anything.
They kept me
Why they
arrested
didn't
because
wanna
they
acknowledge
thought
that they
I
had
was an
assassins.
assassin. Because I had the mask on me.
Well, you're back now, aren't you?
Yes.
Time to get new clothing.
Yes.
Let's go shopping.
You know, my wife's been kind of dabbling a little bit in being a tailor. If you want, I can give her your measurements.
Well, I already put in an order in the army. I'll probably have it in a couple more days.
All I was saying is that it
Kinda
makes sense
happens to
why
be
they
good
would
Could you do me a
timing, I
favor,
think.
please?
Yeah.
beating around the bush about
Invest in a helmet.
because they didn't want people to know that they had
Why
assassins.
would I?
They're supposed to be
a
secret. That's why they're not saying
sneak.
anything.
Like, I'm not going to be, like,
But in
frontline
all
fighter type
actuality,
of thing.
You never heard of just like having like a little
we
like
had
skull
eyewitnesses
cap
and
or
like,
something
okay,
like
where's your
that.
proof?
So when someone bonks you in the head, you're not gonna be bleeding out of your ears.
You know, that'll
if you
make
want
for
me
a
to
good
kill one
mask.
and bring
A
one
skull
to you?
mask, you know. Let them know death is coming.
That's what it sounds like.
I would much prefer if we gave off a little bit more of a friendlier exterior.
Put a smile on the skull.
Just listening.
Who else?
It's
Kai.
just doing the paperwork.
Okay, all right, fine. You know, smiley skull.
I'm messing with you.
Why don't I just give you a mask that smiles?
Have a little
Okay,
humor
okay.
after having, you know, you rescued me. You did a good job,
crackers.
mostly.
And I put all the bill towards
Oh, stop. paper that they gave me. You want it?
125
Hey,
gold.
I forgot about that.
What does it say?
Basically the document, the form of what just happened between all of
Oh
us.
yeah, I actually had a copy of that one. I'll be sure to give it to the captain though, regardless.
They gave it to me because.
By the way, I went ahead and locked Boney into the jail in Redwall before coming here, so...
Alright, so then we will deal with him later.
Correct.
I appreciate it.
And on that note then, I'm hungry.
On that note,
Having it in the forest.
I have a change. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the forest too. I have a change of clothes in the Healers Guild. I'm gonna go change.
Same.
Okay, so is everyone going
Well,
to the
have
group?
fun in the forest. I'm gonna just be here chilling out. I'm taking a day off after taking a day off.
These muzzles, sir?
What the I just looked. Redwall does not exist anymore. I know.
They just got done talking about that.
We know.
Oh shit.
We're here. We know.
Noted.
Hey, Redwall.
You are best of the guard.
I've been up here doing healer lessons, okay?
We're gonna disappear.
We're gonna know.
Do not worry about it. I understand you wish to be there. But if you wish to be of use, wish to aid...
You tell me you don't know what that word means.
That is the best you can.
You look like the... And you know all this other shit.
All things considered.
We all have to start at somewhere.
Fuck. Wow, there's so many more here. Good day.
Good day.
I used to know that people around the Wine Guild, but
I haven't really shown much how to fly.
I haven't seen them in a long, long time.
Again, a moon rabbit raced me, not a fellow Bryad.
I don't know what to do. My head hurts slightly.
Go to the fucking forest to get
I don't want to go alone. I might die.
Well, you got Tris right there.
They're going. Are you going to the forest?
No.
You know where Mom is?
Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. I got promised that I was going to get kidnapped again.
Well, if you are going to the forest, make sure you're heavily equipped because there's no protection.
Is that her name?
Look, I don't know if you've noticed what team I swing for, but I don't need protection. Oh, wait, you... Okay, never mind. I think I get what you're talking about.
Holy shit.
Oh my Trish.
Shit. That is not what I was talking about.
Look, I don't always make jokes, but when I do, it's out of nowhere.
That was smooth, but I didn't even know that.
Huh?
There was a smooth criminal right there.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Once we get next to that, that's what a joke was.
You might die like they are right now.
Wow, listen.
See, this is how well of an assassin I am. I can kill you both with a joke.
Listen, both her eyes are purple. You need to ease up on that.
My eyes are not purple. I was supposed to, but...
Wait, your eyes are red.
But,
what the fuck?
I'm assuming... Eyes are purple.
Your eyes are purple too.
My eyes are purple. Not two. Yours is blue and yours is red.
I don't think they get it.
No.
Fourth dimensional eyes are purple.
Look, I'm blonde.
Fourth dimensional eyes. Fourth dimensional eyes are purple.
Ah, I see.
I have faces that can sense both.
Now you caught up. Now you caught up.
I'm going to the forest to see if I
I'll go to the forest.
Hi?
Oh, hello.
How are you? Oh, I think I see what's going on.
Hello.
Don't mind them. I was kind of killing them with jokes and such. I'm not sure if I met you before. My name is Tris.
Hello. I'm new to the Healers Guild.
Nice to meet you. Holds the hand out and, like, puts on the stick so you know where the hand is. Nice to meet you. Always nice to see healers around. Doesn't seem like there's ever one when you need them, so always good to see more healers.
I'm hoping I could do the best I can.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you'll do fantastic. A lot of the healers do really fantastic jobs, so.
Do the best I can.
Absolutely. Are you new around here, or?
Yes. One of my third or fourth days here, I think.
Ah, okay, so very new. Have you mostly been in Aether, or have you showed up in Redwall before?
I believe I wasn't in Redwall before, but there for a brief amount of time. I've been to the forest before, so when I wasn't having trouble seeing things.
But there's one thing I know that will probably keep it inside.
Good to know. But yeah. Have you been having any problems here in Aether or anything? Everything going smoothly for you?
No. Everything's been alright for me. I'm just still learning everything.
Yeah, there's...
Trying to find myself to the forest.
do you need help getting to the nexus?
I don't wish to trouble you if you're busy.
It's not a trouble at all. I'd be more than happy to help.
I almost forgot to give you something.
If you're sure.
From the other day.
Would you rather I take your hand, or do you just want to follow my voice?
Never seen someone so brave to fight one of the apex predators.
I don't know. Either or works for me.
Okay, well, you can follow my voice and I'll stick close and I'll make sure that I get you there.
Exactly. Well, we had enough. What was I saying to you again?
So, have you been having problems getting around town, or are you still kind of learning things?
No.
Hey, Grim.
I got you around, Tris.
I'm just helping her get to the Nexus. She's new and she's not sure where to go to get to the Nexus, so I'm going to actually walk her over there. And holy shit! Who the fuck fed Mishka that much food?
What happened?
Mishka is a very large cat, and if you feed it a lot of food.
Let's go, Mishka.
Califax isn't gonna be happy about this.
Oh, I know.
It's fine.
Mishka has a weight problem.
Yep. Just a very, very large cat. Think about the size of yourself.
I know who Mishka is. I don't know how big they are, though. Right now.
Mishka is Califax's cat that has tentacles.
I am familiar with them.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you're still new. I didn't know how much you've learned of the different goings about around here.
I'm still learning the ropes. I was helping around the last trials of the plague, I believe it's called.
Yeah, the Archmage of Healing, quote unquote. I'm not much of a fan of that guy.
I am hearing
I did apply there. They
and
say they're
knowing
having
that a
a
lot
little
of people
issue
are.
at this moment.
Have you had to deal with the Archmage of Healing directly or anything?
I'm not sure of who they are. I don't think I've ever met them before.
Well, if you want someone to
I know
thank for the
that
plague,
Torgo.
they would be the ones.
Oh, why is that?
With their twisted logic, they have some sort of twisted logic that in order to create the best cure, they have to have the worst disease to make the best cure, so.
I see. That's really not good.
No, it is not. That's why I would highly recommend that you be careful when dealing with not just the Archmage, but the Archmage of Healing, especially.
I have only been hearing.
Lord Festerius.
Is that his actual freaking name?
Well, actually, no, not Lord Festerius, my bad. Dr. Festerius. Also, your friend is having a hard time with them stairs.
No, I'm not gonna...
I'm going to the wilds.
Yeah. Alright. Make sure you watch the sides. It's not it's a bit of a fall.
Spectres.
Who? Alright. Also, don't mind the wind. It tends to be a little windy up here. Yep, right up here. Yep, so this is the nexus. You just pour a little mana into it and activate the runes, and it will take you to the forest.
Thank you. Yes.
Absolutely. If you ever need help, I'm always around. Goofy, happy and goofy, yeah.
and the rest? Like the giant's toenail or something about milk?
Well, the milk I had to get twice because...
As long as it's not someone who's gonna blow the fucking building up, I don't really much care who like hits the
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
Some
fun.
of this sword can actually transform.
I think the portal to Aether right now is right now down, from my understanding. For whatever reason. Yeah, I mean Aether's inaccessible. So. So.
Hello.
Oh, me? Oh, me?
You, yeah, you.
Oh, I thought you. Well, like I didn't want that embarrassing situation where you know, someone was talking to me and then you turn around and it's actually they're talking.
Quiet.
Let me fix it again.
Nah, you're good.
What about now?
You're good.
But I didn't want to embarrass myself and be like, oh, they're clearly talking to me. I look around. Oh no, it's someone behind me. Fuck, I'm a dork. Anyway, hi.
Yeah, no, hi. I just wanted to say hi to a pretty elf.
Why does everyone flirt with me? Yeah.
Oh, it's not a flirt. It's just a compliment.
Kinda is. I mean,
what was his face? The smoking Aether guard. What's his name?
I mean, that can describe a lot of people, to be honest.
Well, the one with the fur armor around their shoulders generally does not wear a helmet and then puts it on. Wields a sword and a shield.
Trying to think of who you're thinking of. Yeah, I think Baxter. Right. Okay, I think I know what you mean by smoking now. This is how this Oh God. Why? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, do not look behind you.
Is it the tentacle cat?
Yeah, they might have fed it even more.
That is big.
Why are people still feeding Mishka?
Let's go gambling!
Oh, dang it. Oh. They're gonna say, oh, dang it, when Califax catches them. I'm sure Califax is gonna be... He was so pissed last time, they're gonna be much more pissed now. But yeah...
Yeah, he's a little milk boy. He milked a mammal.
I'm sorry.
A mammary milker.
What? Huh? What?
So today we went to the woods. Me, Wayne, and him. We all went to the woods. Met this little super short cat with two tails. Cast fire magic, runes, kind of thing.
Okay.
They asked us to get giant's milk.
Can I borrow you?
Yes. I guess I'm being kidnapped again.
Doinked.
Good.
I can't play these mind games.
There's no politics here.
One more for good measure.
Damn it.
lay down, you baby, so I can help you. Can I have a roll?
I shot both of his kneecaps out because he ate Mess's brain.
He has a brain?
Not anymore, it's 85% gone. And now it's plant.
85% plant now.
Messa has 85% plant brain now.
Well, that
In about
I have
half hour to an hour, I'm going to be bringing everyone to Crestwell, go over a few things. There's a lot of things to go over, but it's the best place to do it because it's more secretive.
can help people.
So, yeah. And I know you haven't had time to look over the contract because, you know, you've been, kidnapped, and I'd like to hear more about that when you have a chance, which is why you'll be able to talk about it in Crestwell if you so wish.
I would be more than happy to let you know what's going on with that.
Come on, get up.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, God.
Can we go get Vander and them?
Oh, Hunter's here.
Hi.
Hello, Emily.
Let me see if my daughter's free now.
Yeah,
I might be able to sending stone her.
Blade's getting very convenient when shit doesn't work.
Oh, feels like my daughter's deafened and can't hear me.
So we need to go in and get him?
Just you today.
Potentially.
Wait, your daughter?
Nabora?
Ah, okay, yeah, okay. Makes sense. Sister, got it.
Well, I adopted Vanda, and then Nabora called me their father, even though I hadn't adopted them, so kind of just thought it would be fitting to just go ahead and do it.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna adopt the brother, you have to adopt
I know,
the
but
sister.
Nabora was attached to their actual parents, so I didn't want to do that to them, but, they grew closer, and, just decided that it'd be alright. So.
Fair enough.
Wait, do
What's
I
your
weigh the
problem?
amount of a goose now? Or do I no longer weigh that amount?
No, you weigh the amount of a person.
Twice. I've been fighting for my fucking life against giants.
Yeah, you weigh the amount of an elf at the whatever height you're at.
Cool. Put me down. Hey, good news, you don't owe me anything, Gadival.
But that'll be explained when we get to Crestfall.
Put your fey.
No, like I said, I'll explain everything at Crestfall.
Fair enough.
Only certain people will be present for that conversation, though.
Yep.
There is a giant, many-eyed tentacle thing that shot lasers at me. Don't do it. I will actually attack you. I will maul you.
Oh wait, I can load this with the special bullet that Red gave me.
Oh no.
Do we have a question?
You know what? I'm gonna go to the forest. They won't come join me.
Why are we going to the forest?
Adventure.
Alright.
I'm good with adventure.
To avoid the
do we have a sending stone?
Vushka.
Oh, you gave me a sending stone that I can attune to, yes.
Perfect. Keep it on you.
Wonderful. Oh yeah.
Adventure.
We'll be in contact.
Goodbye forever.
Goodbye forever. Oh god! Oh god! What are the people?
Ooh.
Forward to me. You know what's going to happen.
Oh,
You're going,
man.
for the next few days, you're going to be on mana duty.
That's gonna hurt like shit. I'm already injured.
And with 2 nat 2s, this is going to and this is going to give you a mana burn from how aggressively the crystal is going to rip mana from your injured body. You will all watch as Califex act. This is not a critical miscast as so much as it is the mana
Just
itself being ripped from your body. Yeah. You will watch as Califex activates a ritual at the base of the crystal. Dark red energy. Or no, wait. You have the wrong ruin. Bright purple energy.
Purple and green life as well.
Yep. Bright blue and bright purple energies are suddenly siphoned away from Stern, coming off like a wispy, powdery gas that flows into the crystal, and Stern is left with these charred-looking lines across their body that crackle and glow. But the next 2 days we're going to do that. You are completely out. You are completely out of usable mana.
Okay, enough to support myself, but not to use.
For the next 2 days, you're gonna do that at the beginning and the end of every day.
To be fair, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow morning.
Well, then you'll have to do 2 at night.
You did this to yourself, it sounds like.
I was saving people. Shut it.
Those people tried to shoot me.
That is not my problem.
Get yourself to a healer while I try and see if I can't get my...
Frankly, at least I'm not dead, so it's not that bad.
Things.
Sorry for being mean, but I am
I can't get
ticked
those
off.
items out of Mishka.
Yep.
They feel better. They're just itchy right now. The help of
moonshine
Nox
and
really
filtering it through.
Oh my god, everyone's in the forest.
Okay.
I'm
guessing Malcolm's here to...
The great old one, will he ever be restored?
Hit me, you dumb fuck. You gotta hit him first. Show me how much you need it. Show me how much you need it. Holy fucking shit. He needs it really bad.
Oh. Do we need to jump somebody?
Hey.
Hi.
Catching it now a little bit, but...
Quickly on Monus.
I guess that's something important.
Oh yeah.
I just got
Are you one of the
Okay.
The crafters?
Just got sworn in today, actually.
Okay, nice.
Hey Drake,
nice.
we have someone else who needs to be sworn in.
I guess not. All right. Howdy.
Howdy.
Hey,
hello
what's
again.
Not a lot. Just stopped by to check to see if one of the crafters I put in an order with was here, but I do not see them here, so...
Which one?
Drow, metallic arm like yours, has a weird flintlock pistol looking thing.
Zyra.
Yes.
Yeah, Zyra. Yeah. Did you order a gun?
I ordered a bow, a sword, a gun buckler, similar to my gun shield, but, you know, buckler. and then new armor.
Did they say they would be ready today? Because I think I remember seeing something like that in the back.
They said it would be like in a couple of days, so I don't know if they have it today or not, but it'd be fine if they did have it today.
I mean, if it was a couple of days ago and they were saying it would be a couple of days, I think it might be ready. I mean, I remember I did say I was going to help out too. Just the gun portion was the one she would handle herself. So, I mean,
we'll mingle about for a bit.
Right. Oh yeah, there it is.
See you all around.
You'll notice a small bag of holding in his hair. Like I think she put all of it in this little bag.
All right, good. No, thanks.
See you all around. I didn't know you were here.
All right, well,
fair enough.
I'll see you all around. Thanks for grabbing my order.
If you need,
I don't cow.
Hey, no problem.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, if I need anything else, I'll definitely let you know. Thank you.
Will you ever break? What was the question?
Will you ever break from the hive?
Looks at you.
Archmage! Archmage!
What?
What do you mean about a cure? What do you mean cure? What do you mean cure? Tell me
Well,
what
I
you
mean
mean by
polio,
cure.
right?
Yes! Yes! How did you know that?
No, I'm sure it was on everybody.
I'm gonna go to Red Wall. AKA, I'm gonna steal a couple of cookies because So, fun fact. I was a little. I like got off work right when the meeting started.
You take a card and it says
For the pre-session meeting. So, immediately got off work, went into that. And then did the module, and then I'm here, so I am going to grab a bit of a snacky snack real quick. Okay, making sure all that is working.
But the constants are the
Okay.
hard part, I think.
I should be on my way.
Constant is.
Please take it
The hard,
Hey.
the hard sound like.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TH and the K's.
Apologies.
You hurt your back.
Hey.
Hey.
Going on out here?
I hate
The gear working on all right?
Yeah.
more concerned whatever.
Well, I'm taking a day off, so I'll put it on later.
You can't really make a TA.
You know, that's entirely fair.
I don't know.
They can't stay off after what happened.
Taz just started sitting out here, and then you got a gaggle fuck of
Also,
everybody.
you want an answer, so
something like that.
Yes.
Like,
someone
like pulls on the armor, takes out a pouch.
So, in my world, magic is very limited. The Scarlet Order is basically who controls what magic is used, who has a license, what are they licensed for, how much magic can they use, etc., etc. So you have, you have your regular guards that do, your regular guard stuff that make sure petty thieves, etc. You have the Scarlet Order.
The one in the white armor.
Yeah. Well, if you're talking about the ones that are debased, no.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of how they deal with their ranking. So the ones in white armor are, think of them as like our recruits or candidates, cadets, blah. The ones with the red armor and silver trim are basically, they are, guards. They are part of the Scarlet Order. They just got into it. And the ones with the red and gold trim are higher up than that. They are ones that have been in and have learned to... you really should learn how to wrap your tail around you, so it's, But, anyway. Basically, the ones in the red and gold trim are the ones that are the ones to be careful with. They have more specialized training. They have more anti-magic stuff, or ways of answering magic, so they can take most people here on. But basically, they know. Like, I've already had to have this talk with Krim. They are not the assassins. They don't even... Yeah. They know that there are assassins, but they don't know the name of them. They don't know any of that.
So, from what I understood, it was like kind of a case of like, did the assassins try to take you? And then you were brought to the Scarlet Order? Is that what I'm understanding? That's right, I actually got that.
Basically, Scarlet Order, or the assassins, they kidnapped me, they orchestrated that. It was misdirection. The assassins did the attacking. Well, they they forced Boney to grab me and get me out, as well as spying on the island. Normally, I'm very good about their spies and being able to tell them, but I was thrown off by the fact that they sent an undead this time.
Yeah, from what I heard on your world, that's not exactly allowed, let alone for work.
Necromancy is forbidden. It is the only law that has the death penalty, and the reason for that is, and honestly, just the reason for why magic is so controlled and regulated like it is, unlike here, is thousands of years ago there were mages that, it was fairly common like magic here is, but a few mages didn't want to share in the knowledge or power. They kind of wanted to hoard it, and they went to war with each other, and it completely devastated it.
That's why your world feels so dead.
No offense, To be fair, that's in the mountains. There are definitely some, it's been thousands of years. There's been a lot of work to try to, reutilize the land and refertilize it and get the stuff going again. But yeah, that is one of the devastated spots. Basically, that fort there is to keep an eye on that nexus point, as well as making excursions. I've been keeping tabs on them, and I know that they've been poking and prodding through the Nexus and exploring and talking to the people at the Nexus point.
Okay.
But basically, the worst of these mages was a necromancer. He would go in, completely raise a village, and kill men, women, and children, and raise them from the dead, and then make them their army, rinse and repeat.
So absolutely fucked up behavior, understood.
So yes, that is why they keep a very, very tight leash on magic on my world.
I think most people went to the forest at this
but
point.
They are, from what I heard from a lot of the guards talking in my cell, as well as some of the spying that I've been doing, they are being a little bit more welcoming of trying to learn more about magic, and because they can't defend something that they don't know about.
Yeah.
And a lot of the records were destroyed during this mage war. So
I came to Aether because
that's why I made the deal with them, is to try to maybe do something about that, but we'll see.
Oh, okay, well...
But also,
the Artisans Guild will back you up.
There are some pretty messed up
dangerous,
people that they deal with, and it might help if we help them with that.
I don't intend to make anything dangerous.
Yeah.
It was my job to kill some of those people that were...
Humanity, not...
Basically, my assassins that I was part of, they start you off when you're kind of initiating you to your very first targets are, the worst of the worst. The irredeemable. The people that, kill indiscriminately, that kind of thing.
No one will miss.
Basically.
Sorry, I didn't mean anything.
And once you, once you kind of get, to the point where they, you become fully part of it, they are kind of a more extreme version of the Scarlet Order. They think of themselves as being the shadow, with the Scarlet Order being the light. You have to have both parts. And they basically assassinate anyone that tries to bring up any magical knowledge that might be what they deem as not acceptable or dangerous.
It means
and they will just assassinate mages. So,
so like a weird version of like the Glass City's Night Orders in a way. Whereas you're the Sun, where they're like upfront about it. They're the lawful ones. They're the ones who show up to most places. They're the ones that people know. And there's the Order of the Stars, which are the ones that people don't often know about. The ones who
hand language
sneak around, do things do things in the shadows, that kind of deal.
Yeah, sounds like it. Yes, only the Scarlet Order doesn't know about our assassins.
She speaks, she speaks a hand language, so she can't really.
They just know that there's been reports of masked individuals with that particular mask that have been cited in a few assassination locations. So they see my mask, and that it's this matches the description, and well, I'm an assassin. But they don't know why I'm beaten to a pulse. They don't know why I showed up on their doorstep, and they don't know why this undead was trying to drop them off on their doorstep.
Okay.
As far as why the Scarlet Order dropped me off with them, fairly simple. They wanted me to sweat it out. They wanted to play a safe place to store me until they knew where they were going to take me.
Alright.
They often use the Scarlet Order for stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, not the worst things I've heard about from a realm. I've heard of a lot of worse realms. I'll look at Thomas' realm as an example.
Yeah.
They just sound like it's recovering people who are scared. It's a good way of putting it, in my opinion.
Yeah, basically.
Magic destroyed their world. They're worried that they'll do it again if they don't regulate it. Which, I mean, it's not exactly an unfair thing to think.
Scarlet Order is scared, but they're willing to confront it, and at the very least, they have the courage to confront it and try to actually deal with it.
Yeah.
My former family, they just want to destroy everything. If they had it their way, there would be no magic, but they know it's completely impossible to close the ley lines completely, and they might as well regulate the flow and keep it under control than, you know, try to do something that would be impossible. So
yeah. What is this boundary clicking?
I haven't gotten the full story, but from my understanding, they used some of Kai's connections to help find out what was going on. And where they took me through the nexus point, apparently there's some spies there.
Me and Krim had a conversation while the mages were working with Bonnie, which I might as well let you know about because, you know, in no sense of really hiding it. So I mentioned to... Oh, hold that. Hold on. Yeah, okay, look. I mentioned to Krim that I didn't really like how Boney had basically just kidnapped you, and instantly we're helping them. That was something I did not like.
We're not helping them.
Well, Krim said that's not exactly the entire case.
Let me put it this way, he is still going to jail.
Yeah. It just... But then Krim made a point, which I've been thinking about since he's mentioned it. He asked, what if, instead of Bonnie had done that, what if Tommy had done that? What a different perspective on all that. Because, like, thinking about it, that kind of instance did happen with Tommy. He's walking about now, but if you really think about it, imagine if no one had known Tommy and he did that, things would have been a lot different. It's interesting to think about, because you never think about those things.
The explosive runes, they prevent him from saying anything, but it doesn't fully control him.
Yeah.
It's not like Tommy's mask.
Yeah.
He still has complete control.
That's the case, and he'll be charged accordingly.
Well,
but we should figure out all the information before we jump to that.
Well, he's in the Red Wall Guard jail cell, and we can figure out what we can do with him.
Yeah.
But
and trust me, don't worry. I'm very much not on Boney's side at all in this matter. I just mean, like I was taught, I gotta think of everything with a level head. Not let emotions get the better of me in situations like this. So with that being said, you gotta think of all the variables.
I would like to think that Kai is a fairly fair person, but at the same time, I really see this as going to be a situation where he's going to be thrown into Revel's End. Specifically because we set up a contract with the Scarlet Order.
Yeah. Also, I feel like a new rule in the Redwall Guard is in order.
What's that?
New rule: unless there's absolutely no other person available, do not let a civilian carry a wounded Redwall Guard member to the Healers Guild.
Unescorted.
Make sure the Redwall Guard member. Yeah, unescorted. Make sure it is either a Redwall Guard member carrying them, or they're being escorted, because, to be honest, you should not have been sent with just a civilian carrying you.
Let's say this was a situation where Boney was completely innocent, he wasn't part of the plan. What if the assassins attacked a merchant that doesn't know how to fight, or doesn't have is not as strong as those that can fight? So you still needed to have someone with them to escort them out, even if it's someone that you fully trust. You still need to have someone escort them to make sure they arrive there safe. So
yeah, exactly. There should always be a Redwall Guard member there if another fellow Redwall Guard member is being brought to a heal.
And it shouldn't necessarily be a rule, but they need to, it's something they should have already known, and they need to be reminded of it.
We could just we could add it to like training, possibly. That'd be a pretty easy way of going about it.
Also, did they have anyone on the wall?
Yeah, I guess not specifically what I can, but you know.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm asking, did they have anyone on the wall?
I don't know. I was not there. I was told a story from all this.
So who's this again?
I see. Understood.
Yeah, that's the information I've gathered from people telling me. Hell, you know what even worse? I didn't even get told by the Redwall Guard. I got told by Red.
Yeah, that also seems about right.
Gotcha.
It's why I was so quick to jump on the mission to help you out.
But I'm sure we could translate through him.
Well, I greatly appreciate it. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it.
No, absolutely. And you're my friend. I'm not just gonna let somebody take you without going to help you. I know you do the same for me.
I mean, I kind of did with trying to keep you from quitting the guard, but yes.
I would say
Exactly.
Part the pale sea, I guess, with those two.
You get it.
Yeah, I better see at my cabin soon.
Get me up, homie.
You'll be at the cabin soon, right?
Sure, yeah.
If you don't show, I'll come for you.
You know what I got realizing?
Yeah?
We're usually the ones planning for things in conflicts, figuring things out, but I realized that most of the stuff we do is just fighting the enemy.
Listen, I'm so sorry to bother you too. I saw you two tokens, and I didn't want to bother you too, but I gotta get out of here. I gotta find my friend. If you see him running around, please let me know. He's a little crow fella. He's a real nice guy. He can actually be a real jerk, but you know, he's real energetic. I mean, lazy as shit. But you know, he's been causing a lot of trouble around here, like all the time. He actually hasn't caused any trouble, but he's gonna. I mean, he's already done it. But I gotta find this guy. So please, if you see him, just let me know, please.
Do you have a name?
Okay.
Oh, his name, that's the problem. He goes by like, Al, Joe, Buddy, like, that's the thing is, when sometimes you get, camaraderie, he'll answer to anything or nothing, but usually nothing, but sometimes anything. But just, if you see him, just, be like, hey, you. He won't answer. Sometimes he will. But just, if you see him, just let me know.
Okay. I definitely will.
All right, I appreciate it a whole bunch. If you see him, just, just flag me down, Velcro.
Understood.
Okay, understood.
Nice to meet you,
I'm
pal.
so sorry for bothering you. Just you two, you have nice days, both of you.
Yep.
You too.
Alright, I'll remove this glow.
Where was I? Alright. What I was gonna say was, most of the time when we're fighting, like we're always just fighting. We're always just going into combat.
Interesting.
I haven't seen any missions where we're going to help people. I feel like we should kind of change that a bit. Not specifically just the Red Wall Guard, like everybody with the Glass City. Everybody should just, because we're so focused on thinking, yeah, we just need to fight the enemy. But if you actually think about, the aftermath of so many fights, the destruction, the amount of death that happens, there's more that could be done. Feels like we're doing the bare minimum.
Well, usually there is, but that's usually handled by either the Agricultural Guild or the Healers Guild. We're usually on the front lines, whereas the others tend to deal with the aftermath.
There we go.
Yep.
Also be a bug if you want. Try that.
I hope. I do hope we are making a difference. I haven't been on many missions. I want to go on more to try and help more. I keep getting kind of looked over for these.
Weren't looked over for this one. Look, even someone that's gone on quite a few missions like myself have not always been picked for missions. I mean, I was initially picked by Doctor for a mission, and I wasn't, selected for subsequent missions after that. It just happens.
Okay. Also, hi, Feifei.
Hello?
As funny as not flammable balls and leather.
Everything good?
Sure.
Okay. Did you just say fine?
Hi. If I know how much it costs for the full set.
I need to work on it a bit better.
Save up money for that.
It's difficult to understand, but you're getting better. I did hear. I know it was a coherent word. I could definitely tell that. So you're getting better. You're getting better.
That's not much of a compliment.
Well, to be fair, originally they're just making a noise. They're just making a hum noise. So them now making a way that you can actually hear a coherent word is actually an improvement. They went from not being able to talk at all to now that. So that's a pretty big compliment towards somebody who can't speak normally.
People learn verbal words.
Yeah.
The world took that one away.
Well, before I call it a night, I might check out the forest. Now that it's a little bit more freer to do so.
Be careful, please. It's an area that has no consent magic, so treat it as you would the swamps. It's a little bit safer.
So drink all the alcohol and have a good time. Got it. Understood.
No.
What's that? Drink the really hard liquor?
Oh god. Fucking, you know what?
Your sending stone would be going off.
No.
Oh, wait. Looks like Jal is calling me, actually, so... You don't get to have a heart attack today, sorry.
Ah, okay.
I guess I'll have to go to that, so I will see you later. Oh, hi. That's a something.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm just not used to seeing something like you. It's a rare sight.
I tell.
Unfortunately, I my name is Tris. It's a pleasure to meet you, but unfortunately, I have to, I'm being summoned, so I will see you later. Hehehe. Monster girl. Alright. Hi there.
Hello. All right. If you'd like to, we're all at the Dwarven Keep. That's where we're having the conversation. We haven't started yet, so I'm just
Okay.
about to throw people in the.
Should I just teleport there, or do I run over there?
Yeah. Just come with us. We're all not in character yet, so we're just gonna go
Alright.
straight. We got EV. All right, we have Triss. Basically, simple as we all arrive in Redwall. You follow Jol, Ward, Tempest into the Dwarven Keep, where we begin our journey to a more secure location to have a conversation.
All right.
And that's where we'll be going cards up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cards are up. All right, let's go a bit further in.
Is it alright? Stay down, people. You know, it's kind of weird. This reminds me of old times. Do you remember the old times?
Which old times? A lot of old times. Talking about Magnafish?
Not the magma fish.
There's magma fish. There was the cursed money. What are we talking about? We're talking about the Kraken?
I wasn't around for the Kraken, but I was in time for everyone to talk about the Kraken.
Let's not talk about big fish.
We
okay.
Or tentacle. That was a lot of rations.
Tempest, I swear to God, I'm going to smack the shit out of you if you pick the fucking edgiest table out of them all. Sit with the group.
Neurotoxin.
Alright, everyone, take a seat.
Alright.
I said let's the real chair.
Would you like to see?
No, I'm gonna sit by my husband.
Emily, you might want to sit
gonna pick the edgy chair.
not on that because you're wearing a dress. You're gonna catch fire.
Good man, Red. Good man. Take the chest.
I'm not working.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Get over here.
Yes, sir.
I'll make him yell.
No being edgy, Red.
There's plenty of seating. Oh God. Okay, swimming.
Vander, do you know you have some red on you?
Hey, Triss.
You okay?
No, Triss. No.
Yep.
We can start with that before we go into the other gruesome details of our few couple days.
Is your mouth okay?
So, quick explanations from you two on what happened.
We were in the cave to try and help,
Gale and Ari with getting Crystal Gale when the nuts we took care of that. As we were leaving, some other creatures were coming in. We were trying to find another exit, at which point we got ambushed.
Ambushed? And do we know the name of these ambushees?
One of them looked like the Amori I was telling you about the other day. She was the one that snatched me up, I believe.
And they seemed quite determined to attach that gemstone they had in their hand to one of you. So, those of us who have seen them, we now know they are kill on sight. If we see them in the forest, well, if we can take one alive, that'd be preferable.
I know
but
you all can handle it, but apparently most people in that fucking cave are so unreliable.
Everyone in Aether and Redwall is unreliable and useless.
Vanda,
that is what I have learned
Deborah,
from being here.
This is how much I will say to you. If you feel like there's any trouble of any kind of that, you always have the spell upon you. I can't do too much, but could probably summon one or two of my brothers in arms or sisters of knowledge to be able to aid you as well, if you're alone.
But alright.
Understood.
We'll look more into those people, and we'll see what we can figure out more in that regard.
If we see him, let me know. I've used this to hold him still.
Yeah. And sometimes we can try the thing later to get more information out of them.
I got whatever parts I could. If I could find a soul from that, the brains were eaten.
I'm sorry, I was hungry.
If not, we'll have to find another body. Preferably alive.
There will probably be others, and they will be alive.
Well, I hope you two will be more careful going to the forest.
I will.
Now, some more things that have happened. Tris?
Yep.
You were kidnapped. Do you want to talk about that?
Short story is, you know, my former life caught up with me. They decided to try to take me back. And they made their play.
I'm glad to see you're back.
Well, I'm gonna have to have some
Well, at least
talk with the
people prepared in
guard.
the future.
Yeah, they could have handled that situation a lot better to keep that from
Your
happening,
guard
but
trusted someone who was not a guard with your unconscious body.
yeah.
Your guard needs to be treated and punished.
Like a guard.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
If you're
like a Boy Scout.
Leaders can't do it, and you're unable, give them to me. I'll throw a couple mercenaries at them and really teach them what it is to get beaten down.
I'd be willing to assist.
Alright. Well, on that regard, you're back, you're alive. That's what's important. These two aren't taken. That's good. Multiple kidnaps. That's not exactly what I'd like to see all the time. Now,
flavor of the month.
Another topic I wanted to talk about has to do with this one. And that one. They have a bit more information. Actually, the two over there. Swimman, this will pertain to you as well.
If
You
I'm
may
guessing
be able
what it
to
is
see-
pertaining to...
Thirdly, would you like to explain what my eye looks like right now?
Sure. Anyone here, and that should be most of you, who have ever dealt with the Leviathan Hunters, will see that Jol has a Leviathan Hunter eye. The very similar one, matter of fact. Actually, you know what? Loudy.
You're whispering now.
You're whispering. I know, I'm fixing it. Loudy, show him the silly toggle.
Silly talk.
Dude, the silly toggle.
The eye. There we go, silly toggle.
So, if you want to see their eyes, one of Joel's eyes, specifically Joel's left eye, looks like this.
Joel, what did you do?
I'll get to that in a moment. Let's just say I have full vision now.
What?
And I might be a warlock for some unknown being.
I have no idea what any of this is.
We may
You
not
have to
be.
explain what happened.
I'm going to. I'm going to explain
Stay
it.
quite clear.
Give me a moment. We're going to fully explain everything if I'm allowed to speak.
You and me both. Well, until recently.
Alright. Yesterday,
Yes.
Gwydion was, well, he could hear the ocean from a far distance away, further than I could. And the next thing you know, he was unable to respond, as if his eyes were turning a bluish... You've seen his eyes in his hag form, they're silver. His eyes were blue, glossed over. He was unresponsive. And then, further down the line, getting Califax's assistance with the matter, I was given the effect that Gwydion had on him by transferring his being into me for but a moment, before transferring myself into a simulacrum used to transfer whatever was happening to another body so that it doesn't tear us apart. We were being dragged through what seemed like an ocean by some sort of tentacle in an eye. That's all we could really see at the moment. Well, after my problem was transferred to the simulacrum tore itself apart and vanished. Luckily, that was not my body that was torn apart, or Gwydion's. Thinking that being over for the moment, I kept track of everything that was happening with Gwydion tracking anything that would happen with me. Today, we had another issue. While Gwydion was talking with a certain someone that all of us love and hate, the same thing happened. But this time, Gwydion casted magic while he was in that state, taking myself and him to some place, well, I won't explain where it was, but let's say there was no nexus portal anywhere to go. It was a forest in the middle of nowhere. We wandered and wandered and wandered until eventually we found a hole, a void, some sort of black pit. From said black pit, I was held to the ground by some unseen force that only he could see. And it was strong enough to hold me in place completely. I couldn't move, not even a little bit, not even this arm could do anything. Also, swinging and shooting did nothing, the being was unaffected. If it was even properly there. Shortly after, Gwydion was dragged through and into the ground, presumably through the void that was there. So, after I was let go, when he was taken, I jumped in after him, obviously, and then we landed on an island, in the middle of an ocean. While it didn't quite feel real, as the oxygen I was breathing didn't quite feel like oxygen. I was able to breathe, but let's just say it didn't feel right. Gwydion, I won't explain his condition unless he wants me to. Then I will not explain much about it. Let's say we were both writhing in pain, and the only way to subside that pain was to bring ourselves into the water. After coming out of the water, we were healed, but we had both drinking from it, as the being had, well, told us to do so. And let's just say we're now apparently warlocks for some sort of being.
That is what
Califax has deemed it that way. Califax will be looking more into it in another way. And I have water from that place. Whatever this thing is, this is what it had us ingest.
Please.
I only have so much of it left.
Let me say that I'm going through this personally, and I'm still in the battle with it, if I were to say that enough. She's trying to ward it off as much as she can. Currently, I have both powers within the staff trying to halt it over.
Let's say I was affected by my eye. I can now see again, but apparently my eye looks strange. I cannot see it myself.
Yes, it does.
That is some of the stuff that has happened to
truthful.
us in the last 2 days. The time. But another thing I should probably explain to some people here. If there's any questions about that, shoot it now before I move on to the next topic. None, then we won't worry about it.
Oh, come on. To me, it looks like a Leviathan hunter. Your eye, that is.
I'd never seen one, so...
We've seen them. Down the bottom of the ocean, we just stay away from
Too
them.
many times.
If I may, what is a Leviathan hunter? I like context in this.
As I've told other people, we don't know much about them. All we know is when they show up, you get the fuck out of there. We've seen them tear Leviathans apart piece by piece. And then they move on. They leave nothing but scraps, and if that. Sometimes the Leviathan just disappears into the ground.
Well, that's curious as to why I'd have one of their eyes, though. Guess we'll find out in due time.
All I have to say is, knowing from how that thing works, it's probably using you as a... Well, it sees out of you as well.
Well, it's going to be able to, because there's nothing I can do about it. Not from what I've been able to tell. Oh, alright.
How much you can do about that?
The other thing, or for more, well, I guess, the more personal people closer to me, I've informed most of you already. When introducing myself at the hag that I'd recently run into, I owe them a few things. For one, they receive all my pain that I go through, and all goes to them, that is their food now. 2, I owe them a soul every 6 months for 500 years. So I will be giving them 1,000 souls. For 3, I no longer have a lifespan.
Welcome to the club.
Should be enjoyable, I'll end the Black Califax eventually completely insane, forgetting everything.
I mean, I'm 716 years old.
I'm human. Humans' brains work different.
Although you do have protections for your brain for about 200 to 300.
Yeah, 200 to 300, but not several thousand.
Yes, and that's why we figured it out before then.
Oh, God. Trying to think what other topics I had. I think I had a few more, but with all the chaos that's happened today, I've forgotten a few things. If anyone has anything they'd like to bring up or have questions about, now's the time. Oh, we're all here.
The Leviathan killers thing. We do have, well, good man knows a shaman. We are going to take a few mages to learn and bring them to the surface so that they can use their whatever it is. It's supposed to help apparently. You know it better.
I don't know how it works, but supposedly, while the shamans down in my village, they found a way to at least distract hunter-killers, Leviathan hunters.
Oh, please, yes.
Somehow, I don't know how, but they know somewhere. I also know that you, Red, you wanted to get more of the artifacts that let you breathe underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Well, looks like we have a visit down to the bottom of the ocean. If anyone wants to go, suppose let me know.
I'll be honest. I need to get this thing out of me as soon as possible. Knowing how the War Council is and how the Daedra War is going, I'm going to need that out of me before I go to that last floor of that dungeon. It's personal.
I recall something. A few days ago, this actually could pertain to this or can be completely coincidental. I believe the day before, or the day of whatever happened in Gwydion, there was a Leviathan on the coast of Redwall. that was messing with Sinclair, the whole thing. Could it be that a Leviathan hunter was following its prey and it ended up here and then just took Gwydion out of all people as interest? As it was hunting nearby food.
We don't really know what happened. We just know something happened and it happened.
Let's just say I saw something as a child that I should have never saw.
Okay, then unrelated.
Probably.
Yeah. We've never seen Leviathan hunters take interest in someone, certainly. They usually only go for Leviathans. That and anything they spot. But if you're on land, you're fine. Right.
There have been a lot of you-know-who's, walking around. Certain someone or neither that put up scrying spell. Could be after him.
So, apparently, a Kraken has spoken to Califax and put some sort of spying spell across Aether. All I know is that to stay away from him.
Do we have a name?
Rakanor.
Canoe.
Canoe. The Kraken of the fucking East.
Yes.
Originally, we took over his place when we first found the area. We took down on a large Leviathan in the area. We used its skull to go to home. Supposedly his temple's there.
Interesting. They're, well, making their way up here.
Isn't there
Yeah, I don't think he has anything to do with them.
What was that?
Warned you? Away? The one that warned you?
Oh. Can't hear.
Isn't there the one that warned you?
The one that warned me was a Leviathan named Krunax, I believe.
Or are they active here?
I haven't seen.
Why is there entire, I don't know, the other day in Redwall, a bunch of people were looking for Rakanor.
I don't have the details on it because I wasn't there.
I see.
Well, we'll try to get more information later, especially on things like that. And on, well, Harlan's.
I'll say this. I don't think the Leviathan hunters are with him. We've never seen the Leviathan hunters work with anything except each other.
Well, at least for this little situation, we'll rule them out, that's for sure. Because whatever we saw was definitely otherworldly.
We don't know how they work. They sometimes come from the ground, like nothing. There's, actually, down at the bottom of the ocean, the very depths, there are these holes, these, chasms. Pretty big. Some can be the size of this room. these massive black holes. It almost seems like there's nothing there. We occasionally see Leviathan hunters come from them. Sometimes in packs, other times one at a time. It's different. Sometimes there'll be nothing for weeks, months. Other times, they just come out of it. Sometimes they just
Do they
swim
have
into it.
multiple arms?
Sometimes.
Oh, that's fun.
More like, well, the Leviathan hunters themselves are just the dive suits. We've seen sometimes they have, like, extra, like, arms on the back of the suits that are kind of flapping around, like there's nothing in it.
This is a very long discussion about various fish. What are we actually able to do about this right now?
Right now, we'll gather information. Because honestly, I don't think there's any solid plan that can be done about any of this.
I have a few plans.
Best people to assign that appear to be you, who know the most about this. You two should avoid it as much as possible because you seem to be most at risk of adverse effects.
Well, I try to avoid the ocean, but this one decided to walk toward this place, and it seemed to affect them.
Let's go, issue.
We've been trying to keep people away from the ocean without giving too much information, theorizing if we talk about it more, they can gain more influence, if that makes sense. Just the only thing I can give is don't let them touch you, because then you're infected with...
No mention of oceans, I see.
It's a theory. I'm not sure if it's true.
Well, theory can only be proven to a point if you practice it.
I've spoken with the Archmage of Water about locating these, I guess the hive mind of the Leviathan hunters. He said he'll get back to me once he has searched, I guess.
Whale.
The whale, yes.
Feeling he has the info, you just need to talk to him.
Well, I'll seek him out.
Just a weird feeling.
What do you mean by hive mind, Vander?
The whale said they are connected. That they can see through each other, so I assumed hive mind.
Something of
Prey
like.
on your fear.
Precisely.
Well,
we have fish
we'll
to
get with
deal
Emily further on and hear what they have plans for, probably another day. I'll continue more of this talk another time. You need to talk to the whale.
On the docket.
Do you remember the other points you were going to bring up? That wasn't fish.
No, I can't seem to remember them, so I may have to set up another meeting eventually. What? What?
Me and you are gonna have to talk to this one.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a theoretical preventative measure that could be implemented for the kidnappees here. It's theoretical. I don't know if I could do it by myself. Contingency spells placed on them with shatter. And the trick would be whenever these stones are drawn near them. Shatter is a spell often known for disrupting and destroying inorganic material. It works properly if the stones are drawn to teleport you somewhere they could be shattered, made useless. Theoretically, of course.
I mean, it's most certainly possible. With the spell I give to my knights, there's tiers to them. It depends on how much my knights trust them. I don't give them that unless if they ask for it, because intrusiveness. It depends on how much you want to have put into you as far as a knight spell, how much you trust the staff. But
a lot of knights feel like it gets rid of your mental freedom.
Precisely.
That's been explained to me before.
Theoretical is all.
Basically, the more tiered that it becomes, the more that the staff is able to look upon everything that you have. But if you trust the staff enough, well, if you have no doubts, then it's another story. But, of course, have had many nights not trust her before at all.
Everyone grows doubts. It's human nature.
Of course.
You know,
So there's the drawback.
Mask so they can confirm.
I see.
Well, if there's any more questions, any more topics we'd like to talk about, we can bring them up now.
What?
I'll need to go talk to Red and Triss for a moment. And then Gwydion, you grab anyone you trust for certain thing.
Did I get a new ship?
Oh, water.
Right, then you shoot first.
Two questions. First one, why are they here? I know why everyone else is basically here, but why are you here?
Them?
Along for the ride, understood.
Sorry, I'm falling asleep.
I think it's along for the ride.
Okay, along for the ride, understood.
They're my secretaries.
Why are you calling?
We have predatory fish kidnapped,
fucking
squared. Are there any other active threats? I haven't really gone over.
The only thing I've noticed around the forest, be careful around the forest, is that yesterday, a couple of my nights were able to discover a corrupted beast from Rove,
fact that, you know, if you
trying
wanted
to
to be a
expand
bad
its
ship that
territory.
goes on the ocean, after we just
Oh,
talked
nice.
about getting away from the ocean.
You were there.
It looked familiar.
I'm just
so familiar.
a little bit
You
like
can
a
keep
bad
it. That's yours. I already got
Red.
enough evidence.
Yeah.
It's going to be. Just put on a chest piece. I'm pretty sure it'd be like or shorter.
Right,
A little, you know,
The shoulder bit.
won't stop me from going on the ocean because I live
You know
there.
the armor that like Mod wears? Like he uses that for all of his armor.
Next meeting.
And that's why he's so stupid.
I mean, they can always come over for like dinner, but that's about it.
Would you like yourself cleaned, Xander? You've had a on you for a while.
Alright.
I'd
Well, a
appreciate
few of
it,
us
yeah.
know what we need to do. Vander, you need to talk to the whale. A few of us will get with Emily another time. We'll see what you have for plans, and we'll see what we can make and go into motion. If they seem like the
Wonderful.
Appreciate it.
And Nabora, if you want to go and have more explanation regarding the tiers, just let me know.
Gotcha.
Really quickly, Gwydion, pick up the
Still,
ones you trust and I'll
don't go too
certain
far.
thing.
I mean, she'll tell
If
you.
any, I'm not pressuring you. You don't need to say anything right now.
It's like Vander and a boar, and I guess Tempest is Nox and Ward already know.
Alright. Well then the three that were called, the two that already know, don't really need to be present unless they wish to be. The other three that do not know. If you wish, it's the back room there. I'll be back out in a moment to speak with Triss and Red.
Who's leaving? You saying?
These three are leaving with Gwydion and myself for a moment, but we'll be back in just a moment. If I catch anyone eavesdropping, they'll get a bullet to the head.
Oh, I mean, there will be a spell. I can just place a spell of silence.
He likes shooting people.
Reversal.
Get everyone there? Or...
Oh, it's that room. Okay. People are moving another way.
Or I
Good to
have
see you all if you're...
business to attend to back at the forest if it's still available, so I'm going to be sitting in the normal cobblestone. If I'm needed, I will teleport back.
My foot is falling asleep.
Noted.
Don't fall asleep.
You're very helpful.
Blood
today.
pressure.
You did well.
I am relatively unscathed. I'm surprised myself.
Surprisingly.
Why did Vander say you were his secretary?
Predatory fish.
Because I'll be looking for him, but I am already working with him, but
He's driving me along for the ride.
I see.
Yes, I'm going to be the alchemist for the group he's with.
Okay.
What do we know about these?
I have a dumb idea. I have a dumb idea. Okay, you guys want to hear my dumb idea?
I'm sure he's just saying it
Once
as
they
a
touch
joke.
you, they have access to your mind and they stalk you.
I doubt he actually believes
And
it.
they can go through your mind to get to places as well, which can infect other people. They prey on your fear, they make you see shit.
No, I was talking to you. I said that Vander's mostly joking, I'm sure. He likes to make jokes like that.
I have been touched.
I'm sure you already know.
Has been touched.
Wait.
Vander has been touched. Maybe a mind
Give me a moment.
beast
I'm
when
making a discovery.
we first
Give me a
went.
moment.
People who
Synaptic static on you.
was
Wait, I'm thinking. Wait, give me. I need to think. I need to think.
Sorry. When we first went to the ocean and we
I'll let them know when they come back.
I am not here to take
I'm gonna think.
Of course.
we
I'm gonna
found
think.
this
Run
giant
over the
crab
charcoals
just
barefoot.
attacking one of
I'm
the
gonna think.
protectors of the nexus portal. We had to go fight it, and I just remember we got hypnotized onto the ground, dragged in a million of these leviathan eyes.
Here,
all
I'll
over the
help you.
ground.
Why did they decide to roll to the...
After that, we all started experiencing stuff.
Oh, you might need to wait. There, well, actually, there might be a way out over here.
Figuring out we've been touched.
No, there's not. But basically...
So,
Um,
no idea. Why? Doing this?
I don't know this guy.
You go there. When you hit the fire pit, go right. You keep going until you're
I don't
gone.
want anyone walking that way.
Yeah, I know. I know they're out there, so you might need to wait. But that's the way out, basically.
Hive mind and work together.
Move to a better room.
I see.
I got a 4. Okay, I'll be done. Yeah,
I thought they would have gone in a room to talk to, but
They seem to have zero fucking story. In all manner of tangent and detail.
Yeah.
Emily.
4.
Emily.
Working together.
4.
Weird.
All the fish were they alone?
I have a certain Leon in my eyes. He's
Yeah, I got nothing.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Been having nightmares.
Fish aligned with what do they want? What's their end game? Why are they
The fish, the ruckus.
Oh God.
Something, a G backstory. His parents don't.
So.
Sibling rivalry, baby.
Sorry, I just had
That
no
had nothing to
recollection.
do with the Leviathan killer. That's a separate thing.
What? I don't think so.
What if they're connected? Why are they here?
Thank God he isn't here.
Oh yeah, that guy. I forgot.
Ruckus and
Yeah, you.
Squidman 2.0. I can't think of his name.
What?
The one with the mask that looks like Squidman, but he's shorter and skinnier.
What is this sibling rivalry I'm being told about?
I think it's sibling rivalry. Oh, he also told Alice that something. She. No, not you, unless you're secretly related to them. Are you? Wait, we don't know that.
What do the fish want? What are they aligned
What do they
with?
want?
What is their motivation?
Rock and roll is the Kraken of the East. He has a brother
Is he the one giving
Rock and
everyone
roll.
weird eyes?
Don't think so.
Wait,
Then who?
Mr. Rock and roll lives to the west.
wait!
Oh my god.
Alice when she made the contract
Too many
with him and he
words.
stabbed her, he said, "You're gonna help me reclaim something that used to be mine." Maybe it's like, you know, when kids are fighting over food and, you know, the older brother takes the food and the younger brother's like, "No, that's mine." They retaliate, you know?
Emily,
Your sibling is an
you do
asshole.
realize they're involving more people to unlock what they want us to get for them? That they ask that we owe them now? That could just be what they want back.
This was Alice's doing, not mine. I told her not to.
They could just
I
be
was like, "Don't do
recruiting
it,
more
don't do
people.
it."
So, important question. Who is the
Yeah.
fish in charge?
The fish in charge.
We don't know.
They're
For the
in charge of their
Leviathans,
own way. I've been on
hive
his ship
mind,
before.
we're pretty sure.
Wait, are we talking
So
about the
it's-
Leviathan
Be
killers or the
something
fish? Because those are two separate things.
Which
What?
is giving people eyes? Giving them a
Leviathan
stroke.
killers. The Leviathan
Wonderful.
killers. They
What's their
Nerdly, you never rolled to
motivation?
see how poorly I draw this.
We don't know. We think it's what I just told you
Okay,
about
I will draw you a
information
picture.
and whatnot. Oh fuck, throw
Okay.
me in the fire.
Can you describe what I'm drawing? Okay, I'm
So,
gonna draw.
Okay.
Cloudy, you know what? I'll give you this. If you're willing to draw it, like IRL, and make a picture, if you ever want to, like, here, I have this drawing, you can just show him and you don't have to draw it again. I'll
my
just send him a picture. It'd be funny.
Anything to go on in that direction.
Like an Emily
Same
version of
kind
the
of
drawing.
reading from the whale. Apparently, they were gonna go look more for that exactly, like the origin point. So maybe they would have
what it
more
looked
for that.
like. Durdley, can you describe what I'm showing them? Durdley, can you? I'm showing them the Leviathan killer picture I drew.
Okay, hold on.
Uh-oh. I hope this doesn't backfire. Oh no.
It probably is.
I hope Zora
Well, what level of Leviathan Hunter did you put
It's
on?
the law of
your
role
stream?
play. If it can go wrong, it will.
I drew a picture of that guy. With
You
like
draw
a-
anything
I made
else?
Oh, right. Those things.
the
Holy
face.
shit.
The face. I drew the face.
Yeah.
Because Emily, she hates those eyes. I drew them.
Okay, so this is what Emily drew.
Are you high?
No.
No.
I could. No.
I mean, she
Sadly,
could
they're
be.
not. This
She
is
has
what we
like
say.
poisoned chicken.
Sometimes, when we were fighting them in the ocean, they would have like suits and whatnot. But with the crab, those eyes, just imagine a million of them on the crab.
Wait, Durdley. Can I have another roll? Because I am. Okay. Over here.
Their strengths, weaknesses.
They are very strong.
When they were being dragged.
It takes a bit to kill them, and like they touch you, they can get into your mind very easily.
They're
Killing
very
them
slow.
doesn't get rid of their effect on you, because we've all killed one so far. I think most of us.
Can I have a roll?
Who knows? I mean, I'll give you a
Their
roll.
movements are really slow.
13. Do what
That
you want
is
with
their
that.
disadvantage.
I would suggest shooting that underwater, but less so an option.
Are we starting fires underwater now?
Not possible unless you have specific.
Had an easier time killing them because of the weapon I use. Apparently, it's very easy to dismember them with it and kill them. I use a whip, a blade whip.
Are you
So
high?
it's very easy to move in the water.
You remember?
Who's that?
You remember when you went to the beach and you saw that guy talking
That's
to
a
that
thing?
other
I'm
guy?
sorry, you were eaten by
Describe
what,
the
and you
guy
still
was.
have your mind?
Which one? The merchant or the person we were talking to?
The merchant you were talking to.
I was being hunted by
They were aquatic in sense.
Squidman lives at the bottom of the depths where he's hunted by giant creatures
almost
on
as
the
tall as
daily.
them.
Okay,
maybe
fair enough.
Purplish brown. It
I
was
don't
hard.
know.
It was from a
I
distance
tuned out
too.
halfway through the meeting.
To solve all of this.
You
We just
got
never
it,
took
boss.
back to it back in the water.
Yep. That or
Okay, I have a dumb theory, and I have a little bit of backing for this.
You know, that's pretty
What if
much
the thing that attacked
That's
us
just
in
what
the
I've been
hut-
doing so far.
You know,
I guess.
Remember, thing that attacked us in the hut,
someone showed up.
right? And you said you saw little tentacles grabbing at you and like what were you being dragged down or like away?
In the dream?
Yeah.
The dwarven.
Yeah, it dragged me into the crate, and next thing I knew, I was swimming out from the bottom of the ocean to the surface.
No, I didn't plan on getting involved with
With
this.
no island around me, just water.
Because it was kind of only happening to like those
Vision or a dream, I can't
Well, yeah,
remember.
but then now
it
that
felt
Jaws
so
involved,
real.
I'm kind of forced to be involved in this.
I was walking on the beach by myself after having like a little.
It was only
blackout.
fucking. Where am I at? It was only Emily involved, and I was just gonna be a.
in front of me was the ship, this little boat.
I shot over you.
And I went to go approach it because it was like the only thing there. And
You
I
suck
was
at
just
aiming.
about to
Have a
get the red wall. And then this weird thing emerged from the
Right in the leg.
sea, and it was the same thing I saw that was
I
in
said
that
you sucked at
cabin
aiming because last time you shot up over me, you hit me in the arm. What the fuck? That wasn't a cue for you to hit me.
Something I can't make out word. But right
That
after
just
it
proved you
talked to
sucked at
me,
aiming.
it turned out it wasn't a beach. It was a bunch of skulls I was standing on. Tentacles dragged me under. So what if tentacles?
Listen,
they're
I'd
connected.
15. It's effective.
It was only happening to like those people over there, and I was willing to just be kind of a bystander who help them if they need it. But now that you're involved and you're like my boss, now I'm forced to help.
That reminds me.
You're his boss.
We could do something
the
stupid.
closure. You already gave it to
Very
me.
stupid, and like
Since when
go
are
back
you
in my
his
mind.
boss? Everyone's his boss nowadays.
Or we can go in his mind.
Also, I'll be contracting you to get parts of the ship.
No.
For my ship?
That's a hell of a job.
No, for mine to fly.
Laura, what do I do?
Need you to be a pirate.
I mean, if you want to see if the
You wanna
dreams
go
are
pirate?
connected, I guess I could let
Shut
you
up.
dive into mine.
I don't have one, so I'm safe,
I don't have it. You want me to hand it to you and yell the words?
That's risky.
I don't own a bag.
There's so much going on.
I'll yell the fucking words and then make sure to keep the bag.
That is right. I might have to scratch
That's
that.
right. That's what I fucking thought.
Oh.
Give it.
You want to join us? Wait, no, you're not allowed to join us.
Give
You're
what?
Give it.
What,
He
this?
offered to join us
What?
as a fighter.
What?
I don't want to harm you.
Really going
My hat.
How could you do that to someone who's just been kidnapped, Red? Here.
What the fuck? It's okay, it's just a flesh wound.
Probably dwarven ale, if I had to guess.
Why are you always trying to get
I'm
me
rolling
drunk?
back to my seat.
Oh wait, you already answered that question. Never mind.
Going to be the ocean
You've
stuff.
just been kidnapped. I think you of all people deserve a
Chaos
drink
stuff
right
that's
now.
going to be there.
You need to relax. Hell, the Red Wolf Guard is a
I guess I'll just lay on the table then. Thank you.
Yep.
Then we won't do that.
You know, Squidman, he said he was gonna need me to be a pirate to like pirate him some ship parts. I don't even really have a crew ready for pirating.
I want to see what happens too. Let's go.
That's when he asked,
who are we
and when I
bringing?
mentioned it, he was like, "No, it's not a good time. Now's not a good time, Red." Anybody want to be a pirate here?
Well, if you need a crew, there's, you can always knock them out and then they find themselves on a ship.
Who?
Where's Tempest? You know
Whoever you find useful.
I guess so.
You want to be a pirate? No, you want to be a pirate? Who wants to be a pirate?
I'm already a Red Wall guard. I don't think you can be a guard and a pirate.
Can I be a pirate?
I think the Red Wolf Guard is dying.
Yeah, I'm a pirate now.
Yeah, you're a pirate now. There you go.
I'm a pirate now.
You're the
I'm
ship
even more of a
doctor.
criminal.
I expect you to medical malpractice every single crewmate.
Please don't say that.
I mean, that's the rule that the doctors fill in the shit. They cut off your limbs when you got gangrene and then leave you
No! Don't encourage her to cut off limbs. Don't do it.
It's just how how it goes.
Oh no! Now she's gonna go off cutting limbs.
It's okay. My crew can handle it.
I don't know how handy the crew is going to be without hands.
Nice. Who knows? Maybe they'll get a leg up on life. Everybody just left, huh?
Maybe they'll just get through it by lending each other a hand.
He activated Emily. He said, Emily, what's your theory that Emily has started?
Yeah. That was a very... The only worst thing that you could have said is you could have, like, made her the ship cook.
No, because that's Gladiolus already. Gladiolus doesn't.
Well, no, you shouldn't make her ship cook. She makes the worst food.
I have sensitive
No, Gladiolus was teaching her. Me, Skidman, Gladiolus, and Emily, we all went and we cooked and we fished. And honestly, Emily didn't do that bad. Gladiolus was teaching her. I mean, Squidman can back me up. You were there.
Yeah. Yeah, I taught them too. And I've only been the butcher and Aether for 2 years.
So, I'm just saying, they've got potential.
Exactly. You gotta keep teaching them. They know how to butcher a fish, no fence moving.
I'm just a big fish.
The amount of times they try to knife you.
And I'm a big squid.
I mean, he kind of is a big squid.
I'm gonna destroy the buildings.
They pre-gamed their butchering skills.
I mean, I assumed he knew he was a big squid. I mean, it's his name. Why?
I mean, but honestly, Emily's a very good, medic. I've seen her do work on people.
Yeah?
She is, qualified. She was one of the more sane people who dealt with Gladiolus.
Really? If she's the most sane person that dealt with that situation, I want to know who else was in that room.
People that left him to suffer in pain.
This is the same... Yep.
It's time.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm getting drugged. I guess Red is coming through.
Why not? If you guys want to hear the thing that me and Warren have planned.
I said hurry the fuck up to Bander because I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go into
I feel like it's almost 6 in the goddamn morning.
After all, there was a bunch of people around, and they didn't seem to go for them.
You might want to hear this too.
No, I blacked out. No one tells me anything.
I'm really curious what I'm supposed to
Every time I ask them, when they're like,
You
"Oh,
think
you're
that
fine.
face
You're perfectly fine. Don't worry."
anything?
You ever seen that play?
Oh, it is a long way down.
Yeah, everyone just says you're fine.
What are we looking at?
But no, it's a terrible situation.
What are we looking
I'm not going to do that again.
Down.
I already know that.
Dwarves, tunnels.
There we go. Okay.
I knew it was a dire situation.
You have to give me
Short
time
people.
to limbo correctly.
Their head on
Tris.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's just you just projecting, I
Can I go somewhere where there's less people talking?
You know,
The fireplace.
Project their dream.
No, I won't try that. I feel like I'm gonna break
That's
my
very
back.
easy. Okay, I need to talk with Tris. I'll be right back.
Yeah?
I'm apparently along with this conversation.
Oh,
Apparently
okay.
I need to hear this. Alrighty.
Gangs all
Tris?
Yep.
Do you recall the conversation we had before your, I guess, recent kidnapping?
There's a lot of conversations we had. You'll have to refresh my memory.
About establishing a group who are a bit on our skill set.
Yes, I do remember that conversation.
Me and Ward were approached by someone who apparently ran the old Thieves Guild, apparently.
Oh yeah, I'm like literally the only member of it.
Well, not anymore, because he decided to come to me and Ward about partnering on that.
Oh, nice.
So we will be establishing almost a new Thieves Guild. I would like you to join us on that.
Sure. I don't know how I'm going to, like, how often I'll be able to contribute, because actually, the fact that it's called a Thieves Guild.
Decided unanimously to make you the leader.
No. But yeah, there's the Redwall Guard and another commitment that I'm going to be dealing with, so I don't know how.
Anything major, just wanted you part of it.
Sure.
There's not too many competent rangers around, so I wanted you a part of this team.
Sure.
As for you, Tempest, I thought that having this group also could be of use to you, considering a certain battalion in your group could use our aid, or we can help each other, vice versa.
Okay, sure. I'll take whatever I can get. I'm scrounging on.
Saboteurs, intel gatherings, assassins, etc.
To be honest, there's a Underdark cave that I've been actually investigating upon within the Rove, because we're trying to clobber that down ever since the last one that we went to. And that might actually be very useful for what we're probably gonna go towards.
I mean, look at the other side of the room.
I will, I guess, make it official in the next, I don't know, 2 days maybe?
You'll never be unable to see it now.
I'll be around full time by then.
No,
Very
I
good.
can't unsee it.
Well, once we do so, yes, we'll
You can blame
be
the
open to
voices in
taking
my head.
jobs. I'll be sure to recruit people who are competent, so we don't have a situation that happened today arise again.
Oh dear. Well, very good.
Also, he did speak highly of you as well, Gwydion.
I don't remember.
They spoke highly of him because he made their smoke bombs.
Yeah.
Let's see. He also mentioned that apparently the winery's basement was Thieves Guild's territory at a certain point. Or currently still is. That is news.
They worked with each other.
I see.
So, there used to be something called the Adventurers Guild in Aether.
Quote unquote adventures.
And the quote-unquote Adventurers Guild. It was actually the Thieves Guild, but they needed funding, so they made the Adventurers Guild.
That's actually how I was rescued the first time. With Duran. The Adventurers Guild picked us up from Karen, and yes, they saved us from skeletons on our way to Aether for the first time. It was a fun adventure.
So yeah, they would basically grab people for their Adventurers Guild and see if there's any potential good people for the Thieves Guild.
It's like you're I guess gauging how they are and who they are through the first memes. Well, he did mention that he's going to bring over their old bonds and accounts or whatever money he has saved up from the old group to this one, so we'll have a little bit of funding.
Oh wow.
So we're basically inheriting whatever the old had.
Well,
Okay.
nonetheless.
Yes, and a connection to a black market apparently.
I have a duel to
Oh yeah.
get to.
Oh yes, that's about all.
Yes. So wish me luck. Going against Julian.
I think you got this.
You'll be fine.
Why are you fighting Julian?
Because Julian wants to get some rage out, and apparently I'm a good target.
Just throw him in the water. Why don't we have this fight the Leviathan?
One shot him. Kick his ass.
Why don't we have him fight the Leviathan killer?
I plan on doing that. What is it called? That quote-unquote story of old, that solo leveling technique, where you seem like you're on the back foot, and then you do the one shot.
Oh my god.
Anyways, you have a good one.
Take care, Thomas.
Yep, you too.
Yes.
Bye, guy.
You okay, Joe?
No, we're
Yeah,
tired.
it's been a long day.
It's been such a long
Oh yeah,
day.
trust me, I'm more than aware.
I've almost died today. I don't need to fucking die again.
I see.
It's a great nickname.
I too am Eepful.
Thought it's say good to the
Squiddy,
house.
you know better than to do that, Squiddy.
The fuck did you just call him?
Oh, I think I'm gonna still go in. I'm not going to go home.
Yep. I will be making sure to read the thing tonight.
You know better than this.
What?
Come on, Squiddy. That's not how you treat
There's
friends.
a special place in here still too.
We made fish together. We made fish together.
As
so
part of your
we're
training, I
friends
need you to
now.
go and slap Red and tell him to be ready for anything.
I feel like I could eat your brain, but it wouldn't be that.
But Vanda, you should have also been ready for everything.
Okay, I wasn't ready for that one.
Vander. His new nickname
Still not ready for
that one.
Hey, Vander just.
After today, I'm surprised. Amazed. After today, you think you'd be ready for that?
Get you some house so you can.
Ow! I'm still recovering, okay?
Nobody almost tricking the book.
Red?
Serve.
Well, I'm gonna go and drink and then go to
Red?
sleep.
Since you are working with that one, that means me and you are also going to be working together too. I'm looking forward to it.